What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, celebrating the momentous occasion of Bitcoin breaking 100K. I didn't call this thing champagne sessions for no reason. We're going to be popping open a bottle of champagne and celebrating. Hope you've all got on your best ties, your fanciest hats, whatever. Take them off, man. Who cares what you're wearing? Just have some champagne nearby. If you don't drink, just a round of applause will do. But I'm going to send some... I'm going to send this link to everyone in the Discord. Make sure I'm sending it to the right Discord. Yes. I guess any Discord would be the right Discord for that link, though some people might not appreciate it if I'm posting my stuff in their Discord. All right, anyways, I'm going to let the people roll in here. I'm going to pull up the comments so that I can interact with you guys a little bit, yeah? And we're just going to celebrate, y'all. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, but mainly, of course, we'll be talking about, talking about Bitcoin and stuff. What's up, J-Boy, Papa Bear? How y'all doing? Pop that bottle. I'm gonna pop that bottle, baby. I got the champagne glass. I got the freaking the bottle. Oh, I need to. I also need to send this link to my buddy. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Bitcoin, getting into this stuff real quick here, guys. Of course, you all know, if you've been watching the channel, you know that I'm expecting us to go. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm doing a bunch of different things. I'm expecting us to be at prices around 120 to 130K within the next 2 weeks. I made a video yesterday talking about Bitcoin, literally right here. We were probably at 96 point something K, I can't remember. And I was saying, I said that I was pretty confident that was our low for the month, the low for the month of December. And here we are rallying literally within a 24-hour span after that, up above 100K. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. And I don't think it stops here. I very much do believe the things I was saying yesterday are the things I'm going to say to you now, that we're going to continue moving up to about 120 to 130K. I'm sorry the camera keeps moving. I'm just doing a bunch of different things here. Let's get this all rolling. Why is it not doing this? Here we go. There we go. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you all. Thank you all for being here. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate you all being here. I'm cool. What's up? The Green Dragon has awoken. It hasn't awoken yet, my friend, but yeah, you know it. Staying Freak, how's it going? Chewy Gonzalez, Curious Sloth, T. Carter, Zach, David Stevens. Go Anders, it's a party, my friend. C-Zar, my man. What's up, Kevin Mike? How you doing, brother? It's amazing. History was made. Yeah, did you see the X post? Or do great minds just think alike? Leaf, you'll appreciate this. I swear, you guys, and let it be known, okay? The record stands. I posted this the second I saw 100K, okay? Literally to a T. I was going through x.com. I went through search. What I'm trying to get at is, I think I have the very first Bitcoin broke 100K post on x.com, okay? I went through and I was trying to find mine chronologically from when everybody else put it. There were so many put in at a certain amount of time that whenever I searched it, if I go to Bitcoin, you know, I just typed in Bitcoin and I did latest, I literally scrolled to the very bottom that I could, and it wouldn't load anymore. I don't know if that's just because it's on my phone or if I can do it on my computer. If there's a way I can validate that I was the first person to say it, I will try and validate it. I mean, what are the odds? But I don't know. It's kind of cool, just bragging rights, you know. But anyways, let's see. What's up, John Daughtry? How you doing? BCH. I'm going to pull it up on BTC here. BCH seemed to move at the same time. Yeah, John H. It's going to probably move a little harder too. Gandorf, what's up? Yeah, oh man, I know. Of course it would happen suddenly. And guys, the thing is, you're going to wake up tomorrow. A lot of people think, okay, the job's done. Time to go home, right? But we're going to Kobe Bryant this shit. Job's not finished. Job finished? Job's not finished. We're not done until we're at 120, 130K, guys. That's the next target area, right? Let's go over that right now. Let's stop talking about my own vanity and get into this real quick. From a high to a low, right here, whenever you break above the 1618, like, you just look, you look at how fast you moved up through this primary extended zone. The primary targets are the 1618 to the 1272. You just moved right up through it. You broke through the 1618 automatically. You didn't fall back below. You kind of confirmed support in this area, and then you're moving up. Literally, you consolidated for like a week and a half, and then you moved up. 2 weeks, you moved up. The next targets, the next two targets are 105K, and then after that would be 123K. The 200 level is not a target area. It's kind of a price. It's an area that I've put in just like the 0.69. Sometimes when you go past the 1886, I notice that you hit these targets. But really what I'm trying to say, guys, is I don't think we're going to stop at 105K. So the next likely target would be 123K. Oftentimes when you break through your 1618 the way you do, you don't stop until you hit the 2618. Go Anders. You were saying you think we could hit 140K by the end of this year. I think so, man. I'm a believer. But what I think, you guys, what I think is going to happen is we're going to hit this number first. We're going to hit it within the first, obviously. we would have to hit this number before we hit this number. Yes, obviously. What I mean is I think in this next week to 2 week period, by the end of this week, if not sometime by the end of next week, okay, within this next week to 2 week period, we're going to be at 123K or higher, okay? That's my genuine expectation. We could be as high as 141K, though I wouldn't expect that. I think we'd be, maybe as high as like 130, 136K within the next 2 weeks by the midway point of the month. But, time will tell. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Time to saddle up and let those dragons fly. We're going to pop the bottle, y'all. There's enough in here. We got 96 people in here. This is champagne sessions for a reason, baby. We're gonna get loose. We're going to get silly. Maybe not too silly. We'll see. I don't know. 9,000 subscribers today, too, you guys. I didn't hit 10K when Bitcoin hit 100K, but I got to say, too, I've been storing this bottle in the fridge, in the side door, for, ever since we tested or we got near that 100K level 2 weeks ago. So it might be a little shaken up. Just want to make sure I don't get this cork to hit anything or that it opens up. We're going to go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Come on, baby. Oh, wow. It's in there. Some of these just pop. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Oh, my goodness. This is 100K champagne. I almost let the bubbles go over. Oh, my goodness. Bubbles never tasted so good, I'm telling you. All right, my friends, here we are. To us, a momentous occasion. We are all looking at it right now. The last time, let us all remember today as the last day that Bitcoin ever opened a daily price, a weekly candle, and a monthly candle below 100K. It's never going to happen again, you guys. Yes, even in the bear markets, if we go as high as I think we're going to go by the end of this bull cycle, you guys, we will never again open a single fucking candle below 100K. So here's to us. Here's to all the bulls. Here's to all the dragons out there. Screw the bears. I don't even want to say screw the bears, Chewy. I want to say condolences. Your shorts were appreciated. The bubbles are rolling only because of all of the doubt and shade that you guys threw. You guys, it's undeniable. We've made history, and it just doesn't stop here. It's only getting started. All right, here's to us. I don't know if that was a toast, but let's go. Boom, Mark. Boom. 110K, where? No, you're just saying that's where we're going to go. We're going to go there. We're going to go higher. Yeah, cheers. I hope you're all sipping on something right now. This is momentous, you guys. Very, very amazing stuff. All right. We'll do requests and stuff, but you guys, this is a Bitcoin celebration stream. We'll probably do this stream for 2 hours. We'll see how we feel. Maybe we'll get through most of this bottle, and I got another one. Okay, I've got several bottles with several different significant moments planned. And this one actually, this one might get a shared opening with Bitcoin Cash breaking above its long-term history downtrend here, right? Like you look at this. I wanted to save the next one for when Bitcoin Cash broke above this, but man, we might have to do a twofer here. You look at the monthly, the ribbons cross, and we got all these bullish things going on for Bitcoin Cash. This is not a Bitcoin Cash stream, although I'm very happy for Bitcoin Cash. Hey, Bitcoin Cash, you start pumping today. You start doing something that's crazy. We'll talk about you. But Bitcoin just broke above 100K. We're going to keep it focused on that. We can definitely go over some BCHTA later for the Dragon Riders in the house. Love BCH, of course I do. Big news too, you guys. My biggest bag as of the last 24 hours has turned into Compound. I said it last night whenever I was going to bed. I put it on the Discord page. That Compound just became my biggest bag. We were at like 90 bucks. Bitcoin Cash was my largest bag for a long time. If you asked me a month ago which one I thought would be, well, I don't actually want to say that. Which one would have been at the level that it's at for my portfolio? Like by this time, I would have thought it was like Jesus Coin or Pajamas or Bitcoin Cash. But Compound up there, man. Congrats to all the Compound holders. We did it, man. We broke above. We got up 37% yesterday. It doesn't stop here. I made that post on x.com for a reason, guys. I said it doesn't stop here. Like, even though, yes, whenever I made that post, it was at 130 and we went all the way down to 115. It kind of stopped momentarily. I don't think it stops here. I think we are on a nonstop mission to 170 at least. But realistically, I mean, the party really don't stop till we hit 230 or higher, like genuinely. But let's see. Choppy is the next 1000X. Stormtrooper for real? I don't know. Maybe it is. Be careful. Anytime you guys hear 1000X, be aware that it's completely possible that it could go to a 0X real fast. Do your own research. Always do your own research. BCH to 1K. Oh, it's going to do more than that. You know it. Giddy up, baby. I love it. I love seeing all the hype in the chat. You guys are great. 175 people in here. You guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Yes, we were talking about Compound for a second because Compound we're celebrating. If anybody's wondering if now's a good time to get into Compound, I want to just say we had a very long time. We had a very long time. Is it a good time to get in now? Maybe not. But at the same time, I think the amount of downside that we have to experience is still grossly less than the amount of upside we have to experience. So, yeah, I think it's a fair, if you want to buy Compound, yeah, I think it's a good time to buy in. We're probably going to move up more right now, like today. It doesn't stop. It's not stopping, guys. It's going to go at least to 170 before it consolidates for like a multi-day period. But you're going to go to like at least 230 before you consolidate for a multi-week period. It's on the go by the end of the year. It's at 123 now to at least grow another 100% or so. But the only reason I would provide some hesitance or maybe not advocate for anybody to buy Compound right now, even though it's my largest bag, and again, it only became my largest bag because of this 71% pump we had this week. The only reason I'd advise against it is I think there's so many other things that look like this right now, or maybe they look like half of what Compound. They don't have this full extended. They're higher than any other price they've been at their whole cycle. There's plenty of other coins. Bitcoin Cash is a perfect example of that. You know, there's plenty of Mana, Sandbox, you know, LCX. There's plenty of tokens that are in better positions to see more gains by the end of the year. But I love Compound, and you know, hats off, cheers to all the Compound people too. Look at this. Actually, we're celebrating for all kinds of reasons, man. We broke out on Bitcoin Cash, we broke out on Compound, and we're breaking out Bitcoin, breaking above 103K. I love it. Compound, yes sir. Ricky Daddy, you know it. Saul Garcia, glad to have you here. Just Get Going podcast. What's up, bro? Okay, I don't know who deleted their comment. By the way, guys, if your comments get deleted, just know I don't have any moderators. I'm not deleting any comments. I don't know who or how things get deleted, so it must be you guys redacting them. But somebody made a complaint saying that I deleted their comment because they said something I didn't like, and I don't care. You can say F you right to my face. Say it on the stream. Everybody say F you. Go for it. You know, I'm not going to block you. There's no mods that are going to kick you out. I'm not that fragile. I hope I don't try to be. But anyways, Litecoin. Yeah, we can talk about Litecoin. What's up, Juan Leva? Good to see you. Man, and LCX, please. Yeah, you guys. I have to be honest. This champagne couldn't have come at a worse time. I actually had, over the last 24 hours, I had a very intense case of food poisoning. It was not the top variety of food poisoning, if I can just, try and be as brief in describing it as possible. But it was very intense 24 hours for me. And you're not really supposed to drink alcohol. No matter how bubbly it is, you're not supposed to drink alcohol after you have food poisoning. You're supposed to be easy on your diet. So this 100K breakout really came at a cost to my internal systems, but we're going to do it anyways, man. Can we look at Yearn Finance? Yeah, we can do it. Absolutely. Call options on coin, probably good if they're long-term call options. Short-term call options, I don't know. We'll see. After 100,000K, will it go back? No. So Gina Moreau, you must be new to the stream. Shout out to all the new people in the stream. I actually just said, and before I toasted, before I gave the first sip here, I was saying I don't believe we're going to have another day, another hour, another candle period open below, let alone close below 100K ever again in Bitcoin's life. That was it, guys. Today, this period right here is full of the very last price action that you'll ever see below 100K and the very first price action you'll ever see above 100K at the same time. It's this candle. You'll never, maybe we could go below 100K right now while the day's still open. We're not going to go back to 80K, no. Bitcoin, you guys, right now is on a moon mission. You want me to show you what I think? Let's do some analysis on Bitcoin real quick because, that does pertain to what we're doing in the stream here. It's obvious At least I think it's obvious as to what these oncoming days are going to look like, right? Which path are we taking? Right, I think it's very obvious as to which one we're taking. If we look at the RSI here, the relative strength index, you're in this very dominant uptrend. Very, very dominant uptrend. And man, it's even more dominant because look, you didn't even get to the bottom here. You couldn't even get to the bottom. You bounced off the 60. You're in, and the 60, by the way, is defined as the bullish area of control, an area you found resistance on before, support on before. It's somewhat significant in every chart. You bounced right off it, right into the overbought zone, immediately in the overbought zone. You're in this upward sloping trend, and I've been saying, I don't remember if it was my December analysis video or if it was one of the videos that I made before, but this move here would likely take us above the 90 in the overbought zone. You guys, if you look at it like it is, like it's just a trend, it's a channel going up, where are we going to go? Where's the RSI going to go? And I have a point, because this isn't the price, right? Some of you might be like, who cares about the RSI? Tell me what it means in the price. We'll get to it, but you got to understand this. Even if you can't understand it fully, understand it a little bit. Where are we going? Use your eyes. Tell me. Just, your best guess. Is it up here? Because I think it's up here. That's my thoughts. Okay, so if we're going to go up there, unless it's like today, right now, we're very likely going to break above the 90 level in the RSI. We break above the 90 level. You guys, some of the strongest readings, the strongest moves happen. I mean, obviously the strongest readings are above the 90, but the strongest moves happen above the 90. The last time we were overbought, the last time that we were in this overbought zone, okay, I take away all the lines, we're in this black zone. Okay, we got in the overbought zone here. This was the move. This was the day right here, 8.9% up, where we moved from a low point of 69K to a high point of 76.4K, closing at 75.6K. This day here, we got into the overbought zone. Look at the move that transpired, right? If you look at this, look at how you're just like slowly moving, you're kind of winding, and then here, boom, you rip. Right, you can see just using the white line, if it's not clear enough with the candles, you rip here. It's clearly at a faster pace. And that happened right when you got overbought in the RSI here. Okay, so we are overbought again for our first time. And what have we been doing since we got out of the overbought zone, or since we started moving down the RSI? Since we were here, we've basically been consolidating, but to the upside, right? We've been slowly moving up, but consolidating. Our RSI too has been consolidating. Now we're moving up. Now we're bouncing off the bottom. Now we're moving up to the 90. Probably going to see a stronger reading in the RSI than the move that originally led us up here. We're going to see a stronger reading in the RSI, very likely, than we did on the move up here, which would imply that this move, I'm going to delete everything. This move here could be, and likely might, it really could be, weaker. It could be weaker than the move we're about to see. Weaker than the move we're about to see. Okay, this move took 9 days from low to high. I'm going to try to draw it as perfectly as possible. From low to high, we get rid of the edges here. We take away the lightsaber effects, right? Right there, that's the move from low to high. Easy peasy. We put it right here at this low. If we did that same move, we'd be at 130K. My prediction, my whole thesis here is that right now we had our move up, we consolidated, and we're having our next move up. We had our move up, it signaled, the signal was once we got in the overbought zone, we continued to move up. We consolidated for a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever, and now we're in the overbought zone again, looking like we want to continue to move up in our RSI. Likely, I think that means we're going to see an expansive move like this, right? Expansive, consolidatory, expansive. And if it was the exact same size, we'd be at 130K. A 9-day move. 9 days from this low here, that would be December 3rd. That'd be December 11th. No, sorry, December 12th, right? Yes, December 12th. Such basic math, and I couldn't get it there. December 12th, that we would likely see, or maybe not likely see, but potentially see prices around 120 to 130K. I'm not kidding, guys. Halfway through this month, by the halfway point of this month, we're going to be up another 30K, if not at least 20K. It's happening right now. We're not going to be, this was all inspired by, I forget what her name was. This was all inspired by her comment, are we going back below 86K? You guys, anybody waiting for a pullback right now, you're in disbelief, you're getting left behind. As Smooth Operator would say, shout out to Smooth, you're a meme at this point. There's no, it's become a meme. When's the pullback going to happen, right? It's literally become a meme. You've been waiting for the pullback since August. How's that worked out? It's not coming. It's not coming, right? A lot of people would think, especially because we had this whole 8-month period where we consolidated, we're scarred. We think that we can't just move up in a straight line forever, and we can't. It's not forever, but we've had moments like this in the past already this cycle where we've seen movements that were just this big, if not bigger. In fact, I wonder if we take this low here to this high, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, low to high, and we're not getting the low to high here. We're just getting like when this move started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now. If we were to do the same move, right? Because I would say this move really started from this low here, just really quick, right? You could argue that it started here, but whatever. If it started here, then we would just make this a little bit smaller. I'm just saying you could see this same move, and it would actually be 1 over. And by the end of the month, we would still be likely above 120K, likely, if we saw that same move. But I think we're going to see something stronger. I really do think we're going to see something stronger. And my validation for that, my validation as to why I think we're going to see something stronger after the halving versus before the halving is that that's what we've done every single cycle so far. And this is where I'm going to take the time to show you guys what I'm talking about with that. It's been a while since we've talked about this, but let's go over it real quick and then I'll read some comments. So just so you guys are aware, right, the strongest part, the best part of the bull market, it was not this part. It's this part, okay? And we've just begun this part. How do we know what part of the bull market we're in? We're going to try to define it in the most simple terms possible right now, okay? So I think it's very obvious. You look at the charts here. I need to stop talking so much and drink some more of this champagne while it's cold. Obvious bull market here, bull market here, bull market there, and we're in a bull market now. Okay, obvious. You can see it with your eyes, but what you can't see, at least you wouldn't know unless you had it memorized, is that the halving is here in 2012, November. That was our very first halving, okay? The next halving was in July of 2016. The next halving was in May of 2020, and the most recent halving we had was in April of 2024, okay? So those are our halving periods. If now we consider the bull cycle of, relative to each halving period, right? There's your whole bull cycle. But you can see from a low point to a high point here, this move, this high right here, this was your high before the halving, okay? So before the halving, you had a pre-halving move. Pre-halving move, post-halving move. You can see the size difference, right? We pull it over here, you can see post-halving move, pre-halving move. It's not even close, okay? If you don't like that, let me draw straight lines. Let me use straight lines. From the low here to the high, that was right before the halving, before we consolidated for 5 months. That's your pre-halving move. From the low here to the high point here, that's your post-halving move. And I'm going to go through and move them, right? Let's see. Post-halving move, pre-halving move. Again, sizably different. Which move is stronger? Pre-halving move to this high. This was the high before the halving, right? Discernible high. Pre-halving move. And then your post-halving move. We're not going to go from the actual low because the low is before the halving. So we'll have to go post-halving low. Post-halving low to post-halving high, right? Again, very small last cycle, but still the post-halving move is dramatically bigger than the pre-halving move. Noticeably, you can't argue it. You can argue it if you want to, but what are you arguing? You're arguing nonsense. Low to high here. Here's our, oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Here's our pre-halving move this time, okay? Pre-halving move this time. If we were to follow this exact same kind of trajectory that we had in our pre-halving, we put it at the low there, that would put Bitcoin up at 256K by the end of the cycle, or 200, and what would that be? 231K, whatever, something around there by the end of the cycle. That's if, and by the way, that would be in December of this year of 2025, right? That's what it says, December 2025. If I put the low at that low there, same month, as we had the low here to that high, if we took the same amount of time and moved up at the same aggressive pace, we'd be at 231K by the end of 2025. That's what that's saying. But that's what this is saying, right? Because again, this is the exact move from the low to the high of the pre-halving move here that we had this cycle, okay? That's what that would be. But we know through every cycle we've experienced so far that not once has the pre-halving move outweighed the post-halving move. The post-halving move has always outweighed the pre-halving move. So what we can anticipate is that not only will we not hit, not only will we hit 236K, but we will likely exceed it. Exceed it greatly, exceed it significantly, not barely, but we're very likely not just going to see prices at 300K, but above 400K by the end of the cycle. I even think 500K is in the cards, and it's just getting started here. Oh yeah, what's up, Adrian? Thank you. We're going there, man. I got my moon juice right here. I hope you guys too. Smash the like, J-Boy Smith. You know it. Fake break and back down to 20K. MK knows what he's talking about. I like your style. Yeah, you guys, this is the drop. I am just a mouthpiece in a grand scheme that is cryptocurrency. I'm here so that you all buy the top, your exit liquidity, and now me and the top 1% of the world, we're going to dump on you. I'm not part of the top 1%, but this is my initiation. This is how I get in. So yes, just like MK said, fake breakout. Now we're back down to 20K. Here we go. BBL, Mana is chilling. That's not a bad thing. We go to Mana here. Mana USD. You know, I think Mana is about to rip, actually, right? That's the thing, too, guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but if this is your first crypto cycle, you might not have learned this yet. But if it's your second, you should know this by now. But if you look today, you see all these top movers. Oops, the top movers. Oh, hold on. Let me refresh it. CoinGecko glitches out when you don't refresh it. The top movers today were, like, Render was not the top mover yesterday, right? Sandbox, I think, was a top mover yesterday still. But a lot of the top movers today were not the top movers yesterday. A lot of the top movers this week were not the top movers last week. You know what the top coin was last week? It was Peanut. Or I think it was. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago, you know. Or maybe it was XLM last week, right? But it changes. So whatever coins pumped today, it's exciting. But don't give up on your coins that, I mean, this one did pump yesterday, but don't give up on the coins that didn't pump. In fact, the coins that went down that you hold, that you're thinking can do well, those coins are probably going to do, they're going to have their next run here pretty soon. Compound top mover. Compound was a top mover, but it wasn't in the top 100. It was in the top 200, so we didn't get that. But it was like a top 3 mover in the top 200, which I think is more difficult than being a top 3 mover in the top 100. Because you normally have to see greater percentages. It's less difficult in the sense of volume, more difficult in the sense of percentages. Swift Coin, dude, the boys. Swift Coin, and guys, I like LCX. That's why I'm putting this up here. I think that's a good buy if anyone's looking for a coin. Do your own research, right? Don't just buy a coin randomly, right? Do your own research. Swift C, but I put that up there for a reason. Swift C, yeah, dude, this thing, what you did 48%, 51% the day before. You literally, in a 2-day period from a low to a high, you saw a 3.1x. Crazy. Yeah, don't be surprised if you pull back a little bit, but don't be surprised either. You could pull all the way back down here, see a great drop, and then in the same day come back up. Like I think you're just getting started, man. Swiftcoin's been in a very long phase of consolidation, longer than what this chart explains. Anybody who knows the history of Swiftcoin knows what I'm talking about. It went through like a large consolidation phase. It's like basically in this whole range for a while. You're just breaking out of that. Like this is just getting started, guys. The altcoin party is just getting started. We can see it in the Bitcoin dominance. I've never been more happy to be wrong about the chart than I am with the Bitcoin dominance. But hold up now. We're having a little bit of a bounce in the chart, which makes sense, right? Yesterday, I say I'm wrong, but yesterday I did talk about with Bitcoin dominance that I was expecting we'd get a little bounce, a little bit of a push up here as Bitcoin broke above 100K and made its run to 120K. So that makes sense. Bitcoin, and we might see altcoins, or at least most of them, chill, right? Bitcoin's been chilling, and we've been having a little bit of an altcoin party recently, haven't we? Now that Bitcoin's moving up, you guys remember what happened last time, right? When Bitcoin's moving up, everybody's like, why is my altcoin broken? Why am I invested in altcoins? I should be invested in Bitcoin. Everybody thought their coins were broken. And then Bitcoin stopped moving up so much, consolidating, and now everybody remembers why they have a purpose in this market, right? We're about to do that same thing. We're about to do that thing where Bitcoin's probably going to outperform the rest of the market, ergo the dominance is going up. Not every coin's going to go down. Not every coin's going to pump as hard as Bitcoin. In fact, Bitcoin will outperform most of the market. But after we see 120 to 130K, we'll get that next lag phase, and likely we will. It'll be a hell of a Santa Claus rally. That's all I can say for the rest of the market, for the most of the market. You know, the majority of the cryptosphere. I think it's going to be great. You guys, 263 people in here. I've never been so blessed to have as many people as I do now. Thank you all for being here very much. I'm glad. I'm happy to be celebrating with you guys. I need to put this first glass down though, because it's getting warm in my hands. I need to top it off with another glass. We are celebrating. These are the champagne sessions. Well earned, well deserved. 103K price with Bitcoin right now. We're never going below 100K again, right? That's probably the most risky thing, or like the most ballsy this call would ever be right now, right? It only gets more obvious as we separate. But right here, freshly broken, to say that we will never see a candle. I don't care if it's a 1-second candle, a daily candle, a weekly candle, a monthly candle. We're never going to see a candle open below 100K again. I'm making that call now. I'm not afraid of the bold calls. You guys know I'm not afraid of that. But some people don't like it when I do stuff like that. And then whenever I'm like wrong, it's like it's a big deal. But when I'm right, it's not that big of a deal, is it? It's not a big deal either way. But I'm just, anyways. That was a moment of silence much needed 271. You guys, this record of people in the stream, it just keeps going. You guys, pull your champagne. I know you're all in here. You read the champagne sessions. You got to have a bottle of something. Grab a beer, roll up a joint. I don't know. If you got a flower, just put it in your lapel. Do something. Spruce up the evening. It's a momentous occasion right now, y'all. By the end of the stream, wouldn't it be crazy, y'all? I'm going to be on this stream for a while, but by the end of the stream, we could be up thousands of dollars higher. I'm literally expecting Bitcoin to make a 20K move, $20,000 upwards from here in the next 2 weeks, right? Missed a bunch of this. What fib we targeting before possible consolidation or dip? Cray FPV, we are targeting 120 to 130K. Not what fib. I mean, there is a fib there. It's 2272 is what we're targeting, and the 1414 of a larger fib, but the price targets are 120 to 130, probably more likely 125 to 130, maybe even 135, I should say. We could go higher. We could go up to like 141. That those targets are actually there too, to be completely fair. But I think that'll be more for the end of the month, going into January. Thank you, Adrian Avalar. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. That's my first super chat since I've been back on the wagon. Oh no, Dennis. I appreciate you. Second super chat, Adrian. Dennis was the first one. Can I look at BCH and Pepe, please? Okay. Well, I don't normally like to have the influence of the flow come from a super chat, but I'll do it. We'll do it. We'll roll with it for now. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get it. I normally say if whether you tip or not, if you just request, I'll see to your request, and I will. You don't have to tip, right, for me to do your request. But Dennis, it definitely stands out, obviously. So Dennis Lovelace, we're gonna do this for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. 587, 55 cents, up 10% right now on the week. Bitcoin Cash, you guys, it's doing some crazy things. All right. If anybody's bullish on Bitcoin, I know a lot of people who are all about Bitcoin, they hate Bitcoin Cash people. A lot of Bitcoin Cash people, they don't hate Bitcoin people. They just think they're better than Bitcoin people. But let's come together for a second and just pretend we're not Bitcoin people or Bitcoin Cash people. Let's pretend for just a moment that we're just people looking at a chart. I'm just a guy sitting in front of a computer, looking at a screen, trying to tell you it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a good thing. Look at it, pretend it's not Bitcoin Cash. If you hear Bitcoin Cash and it makes your ears bleed, pretend it's not just for a second. And if it doesn't make your ears bleed, you're hearing bells, you're seeing the light, then we'll just let it be. But 588 right now, you're on the monthly time frame here. Bitcoin Cash, EMA ribbon, okay, for all its life, this is what this indicator is called. It's the EMA ribbon. It's a bunch of different exponential moving averages from the 20 exponential to the 55 exponential layered by intervals of 5, okay? When it is postured upwards, when the yellow line is above all the others, that's when it's a bullish phase. When it's downwards, that's when you have a bearish phase. We are having the very first ever bullish cross in Bitcoin Cash's history on a monthly basis. As long as this month doesn't come down and close like below $400 at least, right? But I don't think we're going to get that. Monthly cross, you guys, I don't care who you are. There's a reason why I started it this way, right? I don't care who you are. You can't be bearish on something like this. You can hate Bitcoin Cash with all your might. It's going up. It's going up. And now we look at the unadulterated chart without the ribbons here. And you can also see that from a high point here to a high point, oh, I guess I need to go here. I'm going to put the lightsaber effects back on where it just keeps going forever. Zoom, zoom. All right. You can see here, it doesn't look like it right now, but if we're looking at the 4-hour period, we're breaking out. Literally, if we were to reject this area, we would have rejected it already, but we're about to break out. So not only do you have the monthly cross, but you have this historical trend line that you've been held down by your whole entire life. First cycle, second cycle, this cycle, and you're about to break out of it. You guys, Bitcoin Cash is about to go on an extreme run. Bitcoin's going to run to 120 to 130K, probably 125 to 135K actually. Bitcoin Cash in that same time, it's at 588 right now. It could be at $1,300. It could be at $1,700, $1,900. By the end of this month, I'm expecting we'll be at these targets. And the reason for that is when we break this, we have this bullish cross here. Both of those coming in together, I think, will create an immense amount of pressure to the upside. Not only that, but I feel like it's obvious. You look at the chart here, we go from a high of this consolidation phase to the low of that consolidation phase. Your next move that was explosive, it went all the way up right above the 200 level right there. You take the high here, you go to the low of this consolidation phase, you go all the way up, boom, right above the 200 level right there. We take this high here, We go to the low here. If we were to do the same thing, that's $1,900, man, by the end of this move, which I think will be by the end of this month, if not by the end of January. Right? It doesn't have to be by the end of this year, but maybe we're up here by the end of January. If not at least the 1618, right? If we've hit the 200, we've actually broken through the 200 every other time this cycle. I think I'm being generous by saying maybe we only hit the 1300 level, right? Maybe we do get held up by this old all-time high. But I actually think what we're going to do is we're going to break just above it, kind of like what Bitcoin did this cycle, right? Where it broke just above its previous cycle high, and then it consolidated for a second. I just don't think that it's going to be as long of a consolidation. But we'll see. Time will tell. Bitcoin Cash, guys, looks very bullish. I want to do one more thing before we move on here, before I bore everybody out here. Wow, 306 people. You guys, I don't even know what to say. That's the most people I've ever had watching a stream. Thank you all very much for this. I'm very grateful. Cray FPV, what's up? CA, what? Dude, thank you so much. That's amazing. That's the biggest tip I've ever gotten on this. That's amazing. Cray, are you saying CA? Is that a request for CA? Because I'll do CA. If it's not a request, I'm just going to type in CA anyways. But let's see. Bitcoin Cash, BTC. Real quick, I want to finish up this thought here, and then we'll keep checking in on Bitcoin, of course. You guys, Bitcoin starts going on a run. I'm going to put everything to a halt. We're gonna sit back and watch the upside take place right before. So we're gonna watch history being made. That's kind of the point of the stream, right? But the Bitcoin Cash Bitcoin chart here, it does look to have found a bottom. A lot of people in the space would agree that when you get these double bottoms on the BCH BTC pairs, that tends to amount to something legendary, right? I do believe we're going to see, if you look at this for what it is, kind of a consolidation phase here. We're at the bottom of it. We're going to go to the top of it and then beyond, right? And this would make sense because I do expect Bitcoin Cash to outperform Bitcoin on the coming move up. So if it's going to outperform Bitcoin, it will grow versus Bitcoin. The weekly RSI looks phenomenal. Looks like it's bullishly charged and wants to go up. The daily RSI, of course, I would assume nothing less. It also looks very bullish. And then the 4-hour kind of looks like, it actually looks bullish too. So if we move down from here, not by much. If Bitcoin gets the leg up on Bitcoin Cash for the day, maybe just for the day, but for the week, for the month, Bitcoin Cash is going to surpass it, I think. But time will tell. Anyways, there's that. Great. Yeah, okay, cool. No, nothing on CA. First tip I've ever given, and I watch a lot. Oh, thank you, man. Cray, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. CA is Canadian dollar. Oh, okay. Okay, that's there you go. Well, I could have known. Isn't it CAD? Wouldn't it be CAD? Or I don't know. Canadian dollar. Yeah, well, whatever. X trackers. Look, I know you said you didn't want to do it, but let's look at it. Okay, we're not going to look at it. Not worth looking at it. I get why you don't want to look at it. Okay, no more. We can pull up MicroStrategy though, man. If Bitcoin's at 100K, I can only assume MicroStrategy is going to be doing some bullish things. And of course, right, MicroStrategy's been consolidating. Since MicroStrategy's been consolidating, Bitcoin's been consolidating. Now MicroStrategy looks like it wants to move up. Tomorrow is Thursday. We have 2 more days left in the week for this. Like this is probably going to go up. MicroStrategy, I feel like, has been a leading indicator with Bitcoin. Though I will say this is the first time I've seen a relative, or maybe not the first time, but maybe it's less common for Bitcoin to move above a relative high first before MicroStrategy. I feel like MicroStrategy normally moves first, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Lower lows in the RSI, or double bottom at least. Higher lows in the price. You look like you want to move up, man. MicroStrategy is going to be worth over $1,000 if there's no splits by the end of the cycle, y'all. It's going to be great. Let's see. Let's go, Julio Pina. Let's go. How about Litecoin Roman? Yeah, we can do some Litecoin. We can talk about some LTC. LTC, baby. Here we go. All right. Let's do it. 128. Thank you again, everybody who's in here. Shout out to everybody. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Junie, thank you very much. I can, yes. That's true. Facts right there, Junie. My highest tip is $30, man. I'm blessed. I'm very grateful, you guys. Thank you very much. It's phenomenal. Oh my God, Poochie, dude, we're having thank you very much. You guys are fucking making me blush here, man. I don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to say. $49.99 is the new highest tip to beat. Number 1, bro. Thank you all, Junie, Poochie Green, Cray FPV. What was the Dennis? I think was the first one. Junie had another one. Adrian, thank you guys. Can you please stick with BTC at least today, Junie? Yeah, we can. I didn't know you threw so many out there, man. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Thank you guys. Thank you all very, very much. Holy shit, Junie. Oh my God, that's one more cent, you guys. We keep doing this. I'm gonna have to pound this bottle. We're gonna be celebrating for multiple reasons, not just breaking above 100K. Oh my goodness. Litecoin. We gotta talk about Litecoin though. Okay, we're gonna talk about this real quick. $128 right now. We look at the weekly. Thank you very much, Jose. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll talk about ACH. We'll talk about ACH next after this. I'll even put it on the docket here. USD, Litecoin. Let's see. Okay, chug. All right, hold on. That was Element Rage. Getting me that element of liquid. Woo! This is some good champagne, you guys. It's not too sweet. Definitely not too tart. It's pretty good. 127. Okay, let's get this LTC coverage started here. Getting toward the overbought zone on your monthly RSI. Very, very good. Anytime you've been in the monthly overbought zone, you see some phenomenal price action take place for like a half year or more. So you've already seen some phenomenal price action, but just as everything else that's breaking out of its long-term accumulation phases, you're just getting started, man. Cray FPV with the record, bro. I like the 69.99, 6.9, baby. There we go. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. Thank you very, very much. Cray FPV's got the win on that. Fuck, dude. Do I have to drink more? Is that how this works? You guys, I don't even know what to say. Thank you very much. That's insane, man. I never thought I would have a tipping war ever in my life. I thought those were just made up. I can tell you from real life experience, it's not a made up thing. It actually does happen. What coins you gonna buy with these super chats, bro? Junie, you guys. Don't challenge Junie. He's letting you know what's up. He's that guy that's like, all right, you're at the auction and they're like 100K. He's like 100,001 penny. He's Dwight Schrute right now. Or she. I don't know. I think that's he, Junie. I can't tell, but I can see the profile pictures of the guy. But yeah, thank you guys. What coin am I gonna buy with these? I don't know. With the super chats, I'll probably just add to a coin that hasn't pumped yet, like Bitcoin Cash. Well, Bitcoin Cash is pumping. All coins have pumped, but I just mean maybe a coin that didn't pump today. Bitcoin Cash, LCX, I don't know, Mana, Sandbox. We got to talk about Litecoin here real quick. Hold on. Oh, fuck, he's him. Straight crypto. What? Who's him? Congratulations. Thank you, Muhammad Arafa. You did not. We're still drinking champagne. You missed the moment of the pop. You can go ahead and see that if you want to, but thank you, Sam. I appreciate it, man. I'm grateful, man. I'm very grateful. I don't even know what to say. Thank you very much. Just got 100. Junie got 100 BTC. Maybe, man. Maybe. Don't question the tips there, man. 127 hitting a high of 139. Let's get focused here, okay? Thank you, Roman. Appreciate you, Roman. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're getting to it. I'm taking my time. I'm sorry. You are at a 83, 84 on the RSI. You definitely have more room to go up. I don't think that your week is going to stop here. I definitely do think you could continue. I shouldn't say that. Maybe you do stop here because you are at this previous kind of consolidation phase, right at that resistance point and a previous support point here. You could find a little resistance here. Let's see. And it doesn't have to last long. Hit your 1272 area. Oh no, dude, you're not going down. If you were to go down, you would have already done it. So Litecoin's doing something that a lot of coins have been doing lately, and it's not common, but it's a really bullish structure, which is consolidating right below its 1272. Bitcoin did that, right? Bitcoin literally did that. And I'll show you what I mean whenever I say it's bullish, right? Hold on. Let me show you. It did it on a larger scale, but it still did that. Let's look right here. High. That's not the high, but we'll get it. We'll get it high to low here. Last cycle's high to the bear cycle low, 103K, right? That's where we're at now. It's 103K. On a daily aspect, we just consolidated, right, for a couple of weeks right below the 1272. Generally, when you do that, you don't stop at the 1272. You actually tend to just run right through. Either the 1414, more likely the 1618. And who knows, we could move right up to the 1618, but maybe it takes like months instead of days, right? Litecoin consolidating like this on a daily perspective, a shorter term time frame, maybe you consolidate here for another week, maybe you consolidate here for another day, who knows? But soon enough, You're going to make a run up to 190, I would say, 186, 190. I wonder if we put a line here, if there's any significance going back to kind of justify that answer. Let's see. Going back. Not really. Kind of, but not really. So maybe you go higher. Maybe you go even higher. Maybe you go to 231. That's your next fib. Let's see. Let's see. A little bit of significance, a little bit more there. Maybe you go even higher, man. Maybe you're going all the way to your 2272. I don't know. And just because there's not as much significance, there's more significance there. I don't know. Just because there's not 100% significance on these lines doesn't mean that you can't find significance on them. But my guess, you're at 128 right now. My guess would be that you are moving up to 180 very soon. Apache Garage, yeah, I got you, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I will throw it. I'm going to keep this one up so we can all see the price targets. But I'm going to throw it up here. We'll do this. Let's see here. Yeah. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. J-Boy Smith, smash the like. You know it. Thank you very much. I'm cool. Not all of them. I'm cool. Not all of my calls are accurate, but I will say we've been pretty good, man, for the past couple months now. Or like it's not everything's been accurate in that time, but dude, it's been a good maybe even quarter of a year, do I say, with these calls. Diamond Lawn, thank you very much, man. That's amazing. What a good night, brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, bro, let's make some cash. Definitely, Diamond Lawn. Thank you very much. Diamond Lawn Services LLC. That's very kind of you. Sam A, should I dump all my stocks and go all in BCH? Bro, you should dump all your stocks and go into crypto. That's what you should do. No, maybe not. You know, there's plenty of stocks. Nvidia has outperformed most of the crypto market, right? So there's other stocks besides Nvidia that have done well too. I don't know. I like Bitcoin Cash, man. I definitely sold all my stocks for crypto, but not just for one crypto, right? You got to diversify. But Litecoin, I think I've said enough. I think you are going to move up. We look at the daily RSI. That's not what I meant to do. We look at the, why do I keep doing that? Look at the daily RSI. It's because I've had a little champagne, isn't it? It's very bullishly charged. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if soon, whether it's today or tomorrow, maybe you go red today, but today or tomorrow, you're probably going to move up. And that move up, I think, likely would take you at least to 160, but probably 190 or higher. You just started breaking out. Like, really what we should be doing is looking at this from a high to a low. You're going to 170 to 200 at a minimum, and then after that, 253 to 318. A lot of coins, most of the time I call for you to find resistance at your 618 to 69, but a lot of coins this cycle have just bypassed that and gone right to their 786s, 886s. Litecoin could do that. It could. So 172 to 202, next destination, probably over the next couple weeks. But keep in mind, you could go as high as $300 by the end of this month. Absolutely, you could. Certainly by the end of January. HBAR, yeah, we could throw some HBAR on there. I'm going to have to start writing them down, man. Oh, my goodness. Dude, Zach Johnny, thank you, bro. Hell yeah. Manifest, you know it, buddy. We'll talk about some XCN. Zach Johnny with the top tip of the night, $100, bro. I didn't even see it. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. HBAR, you guys, I'm going to be behind in all these requests here if I keep drinking this champagne. And I'm going to keep drinking this champagne if you keep throwing tips my way. So just, I don't know. I don't want to say stop, but I got some catching up to do. Let's see. 128 is a good buy price to buy or wait. For Litecoin, I would say it's obviously not a great buy price, but yeah, I think it's, if you're looking to get in Legend, I think if you're looking to get in Litecoin, it's now or never. It might come down, and be aware, if you buy here, be accepting of the idea that it could go to $100 or even below $100 before it moves up. But the amount of upside that you have is a lot more significant than the amount of downside you have. The chance that you just move up from here is also higher than moving down from here. So I would say, yeah, I would give it a green light to buy here. Not financial advice. You wouldn't find many people telling you on a move like this to buy at the top right now, but I just don't think the move's over. It's the top for now, but as weeks go on, it's not. ACH, let's talk about ACH here. We can talk about Brett. Yeah, Jesse Sanchez, definitely. BRETT. Let's see here. Okay, all right. We've got ACH. We've got, is it OMG? No, what was it? Oh, no. What was the coin? Let me see. Hold on real quick. XCN. It was the one before XCN. It was, let's see. Blue Zell. BLZ for Apache Garage. That's what it was. Blue Zell. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, hold on. There we go. Coinbase. All righty. Chen William, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I like my suitcase. Suitcase, is that a crypto? Jasmine, guys, 329 people. I did not know that this is what I was going to be walking into tonight. I didn't think we'd be above 100K. But first off, ACH. We got to talk about ACH here. Okay, so we're at 3.5 cents right now. Alchemy Pay. I think this is one of Fonzie's favorite coins, if I do remember correctly. Or maybe I just say that and it's not. He just has like a little bag. I don't remember. But it does look to me like a lot of coins do. In a nice consolidation phase. I would say it's more bullish than a lot of coins actually with its consolidation phase, because most consolidation phases are at their lows. This thing had a little pop up and it consolidated like after that pop. So again, most coins I would call for going to the 61869, but this one I think actually the 786, 886 is more appropriate. You're at 3.6 cents now. You're probably on your way to 11.3 to 16.15 cents by the end of this month, if not by the end of the move, which I would think would be by the end of January, if not higher. It could be a lot higher. You've got pent up aggression, bro. This is what I'm calling for, but forgive me if it goes higher. You know, it absolutely could. So this is bullish. This is bullish times, you guys. Things are going to get crazy. Crazier than you imagined, or if you're crazy, then maybe just as crazy as you imagined. But let's see here. Yeah, happy holidays. Happy holidays, everybody. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, woohoo. Good job, man. I want to buy some more, man. Cray, it's definitely awesome, bro. Is that, you know what would be really awesome? Would be catching more of this breakout on stream. That's what I want. I want Bitcoin to just tear through, man. I told you guys, we're going to put everything on pause and just celebrate whenever Bitcoin starts making this next move up. We'll be on stream long enough, I think, for that to happen. I think it's going to. I think we've got a little bit more to go. Wouldn't surprise me if it pulled back. And again, maybe today it does go, you know, a little bit near that 100K level. You know, if we go below 100K again by the end of the day, you know, forgive me, guys. Not every candle is forbidden from opening or closing below 100K like I thought it was. But that's, you know, again, kind of a bold call. Hopefully it stands true. If not, I don't think we're going to make too much headway below 100K. And inevitably, of course, we've got a lot higher targets. Any kind of downside is going to be very short-lived compared to the upside that we have. But I don't think we're going to have downside just yet. I think we got more to go. But let's look at, was it Blue Zell? Because ACH, we did this one just now. Yeah. Let's talk about Blue Zell. ACH on that note too. It might pull back a little bit today. I don't know, dude. ACH could be breaking out today. Very bullish circumstances. Volume's dying off. You might pull back today, tomorrow, but I think this coming week, if not the end of this week, going into next week, I think it's going to be very bullish for this thing. But let's move on to Blue Zell here. Whew. All right. I might just have to start drinking right out of the bottle. We're going to use a different chart because Coinbase does not have all the history. We're going to use this one here. You're at 18 cents right now. On a weekly basis, your RSI is getting above the 50 level. Had some bullish divergence to bottom out here, round you out. And you're definitely breaking out of this low phase consolidation, moving up. If we take the relative high to the relative low, I would expect that you're at 18 cents now. I would expect that soon, probably within the next week or two, you'll be at 24 to 27 cents. By the end of the month, we're looking for 38 cents to 33 cents, if not higher. When Blue Zell likes to move, it can move very fast. I have a feeling that this move at the end of it will be somewhere up here, and that could be by the end of this month or sometime in January is what I'm thinking. So Blue Zell looking frisky. It's surprising that my voice is getting like all dried out and I'm drinking champagne. I don't get it. You think I'd be all lubed up, man. C-Zar gets drunk. You know it, man. C-Zar gets champagne. I'm not drunk. I might have a little buzz going. I might be feeling myself. But if I was drunk, I'd have to stop the stream. Or maybe the stream would just be getting started. Next coin to talk about is XCN, right? XCN here, XCN USD on Coinbase. We can talk about Marathon Cray. Yeah, I'll throw that up here, just so we have it. But first, XCN, HBAR, and then Brett. So XCN sitting at 0.00266 weekly price. Weekly RSI, sorry, is what I meant to say, is at the 81 level right now. From a high to a low, an overall high to a low, You've been below your 382, finding resistance a little bit right in that area, pulling back to your 069 directly. Now you're probably going to move up. I would expect you do surpass this high, and you probably go at least to your 0.5. There's nothing here relative to your price, so you're going to go up higher, man. You're going to go up higher. Hell yeah, Poochie Green. What are you cooking 70 briskets for? Is that how you celebrate, man? Is that how we celebrate 100K Bitcoin? Freaking 70 briskets? I want a brisket. Poochie Green, if you're in Denver, Colorado, tell me where you are. I can't drive to you because there's too much evidence, but I could maybe, pay somebody to deliver it or something. Do I think XCN can reach all-time high? Spiritual healing. I think it can. I'm not 100% sure if it will, but I do believe it. I have faith that it will. If I had to bet that it would or it wouldn't, I would bet that it would. Sam A, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I would think that it does see new all-time highs. And here's the thing with XCN. Before we get into the short-term stuff, just the long-term stuff, what I love about XCN is even if it doesn't see new all-time highs, you're very likely to at least see the 786, 886, and that's at least a 13x to a 22x from here. You could not see new all-time highs and still see decent gains for the rest of the cycle. Even at a disappointment, this thing is capable of making some decent money. But if it does see new all-time highs, I'm expecting nothing less than like 153x from here. And that might sound crazy, and it is crazy, but this kind of crazy stuff happens, man. Go through and look at like any of the average coins from the last cycle. They all did multi-hundred X's, right? Like it's just a thing, man. It definitely can and probably will happen if you were to see new all-time highs. This thing would go to 41 cents or higher. But let's focus on the more immediate term. Again, I was saying I don't think you stop at the 0.5. I would think you go up a little bit higher. You've shown that you can fall just shy of your 382 over here. So maybe you fall just shy of your 618, your golden ratio. You could find resistance maybe on this weekly 123 moving average, which does come in line pretty well with this resistance area over here where you consolidated. But the golden ratio, the 618, also does come in line pretty well with that high right there too. So, I mean, who knows? But I think XCN is about to rip maybe by the end of this month, if not by the end of January. I think it will see a move that's pretty immense, guys. I mean, we're at 0.0026. I'm talking about a move that'll take it above a cent, maybe a cent and a half. And if not, if it's a little more disappointing than that, then still, even at a disappointing move, I would expect a 4x or something from here in a very short amount of time. So XCN looking bullish. Don't be sad if it pulls back today. It's just, firing up the base cannon. It's just testing out its thing, and then eventually it'll rip. It could rip today. Maybe it pulls back today. Who knows? But I actually think it keeps moving up, but time will tell. Anyways, that's XCN. Let's look at HBAR. HBAR here. Poochie Green, Snow's Barbecue, Lexington, Texas. I'm sorry, guys. I got to clear my throat. Poochie Green is the one, the best pit master in the world. He's the one. Hell yeah, Poochie. Own it, bro. Own it. Thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you all. Thank you all for the support, the love, everybody being here. I know, dude. I'm singing some throat karaoke. Whenever I don't even know, man. I have asthma. For those of you that don't know, asthma does this to you. It'll like make you feel like you have to clear your throat. I didn't know that. I thought I was just like chronically ill, and that is asthma. I guess it is a chronic illness to be fair, but I didn't know it was asthma that made you do that. Who else high right now? Dennis Lovelace letting us know what he's on right now. We're drinking some champagne. Dennis, damn, is smoking some J's, baby, or maybe a bong. I don't know. But wherever you are, whatever you're choosing to celebrate with, congratulations are in order, guys. We're making history. We're definitely making history. Let's talk about HBAR on that note. I've made a couple of posts on my x.com actually about HBAR, and I talked about it over the last couple of days. And I think it was this day that I said we were probably going to move down. Now, I said it at the beginning of the day, so it did run up a little bit first, and then it went down. But in that video that I made, I even said if it were to move up, it wouldn't be as much as it's about to move down, right? I do think HBAR is going to move down. The reason for it is if you take a high here to a low, and this is what I mean, guys. Look, it just went right through its 1618 all the way up to the 886, 786. This has been happening, right? It's been happening, so it can happen in a lot of coins. You hit that area, you're probably going to consolidate. It's very normal, very healthy. The fact that you've closed below the 786 tells me you're probably going to go to your 618. You're at 29.5 cents now. You probably move back down to 20 cents. Let's put a line there. Maybe you move lower. I think I actually have price targets at 16 cents if I remember correctly. 16.6 cents maybe. Something like that around there. You could go just below your 618 right there. You could wick below and then come back just like you wicked to your 886 and then close below your 786. You could wick down to this white line and then close back up above your 618 here. But if we go through, I'm just curious to see what all these white lines do. Maybe not these white lines. Yeah, that's probably where you go, man. Between 20 cents and 17 cents, 20 cents, 60 cents, 16 cents. That's where I think you're going to go. We put on this low to high here. You've got some bearish divergence on your daily RSI. 382 is right down there. That's probably the main reason why I thought that. It makes so much sense. You'd probably go below 17 cents. You're at 29 cents now. So HBAR, is it a good time to sell? Yesterday was a good time to sell at the open. The day before was a good time to sell intraday. Is it a good time to sell now? I suppose it is, sure. But I don't know if I would sell. It depends on your goals, right? If you sell now, you're going to have to pay taxes next year. If you want to hold for the long term, don't sell. Just buy more when it goes down here. But if you want to sell, it's probably at a fine area to sell. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But it probably does move down. 20 cents at a minimum. Really, technically 23 cents at a minimum. You're at 29 cents now. 23 cents at a minimum. Likely probably around 16 cents is where you're going to go. If not 17. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Straight crypto. Yeah, I got you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, we can definitely talk about SD, Stater Labs. Yeah. Let's see. AJ, thank you very much. My best friend's name is AJ. To the most consistent stud in the space, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you too, AJ. That means a lot. You guys, comments like that, comments like the ones I've been getting this whole stream, and throughout the weeks, throughout the months, just the support that you guys give me, it really... People say it, right? Like you hear it. Without your support, I wouldn't be here. And maybe some people mean it. Maybe some people just say that because it's like superficial and they have to say it. But like genuinely, there are days where I want to do nothing, or I don't even want to look at a chart. I don't want to get in front of the camera. I don't want to do all this. I don't want to clean my table up and make it look presentable, right? And you guys with your support, it pushes me to continue to do what you're supporting me for. Like it really does. You guys drive me a lot, and comments like that, AJ, I really appreciate you. I appreciate those comments more than you know. That's all. Or maybe you know now, but Sam, yeah, we can look at Cake, Sam A. Cake, yeah. In a second, let's see here. Oh my goodness. Crypto Vault with the biggest tip I've ever received. 29K up in comp in one day. I blew my paycheck after paycheck when I was 35 bucks. Nobody believed me. When it was 35, no one believed you. You're sipping scotch, bro. Congratulations, Crypto Vault. That's awesome, bro. Thank you for the tip. Congratulations, man. I'm glad sounds like you got a good dollar cost average. Compound gave a lot of opportunities for it. Sounds like you scooped it up. You had the vindication. You held or the conviction to hold. And you continue to buy one of the most boring coins of the cycle, and it's outperformed any coin that I hold right now. Well, maybe not. Jesus coin's outperformed, but I put less money in Jesus coin. So Compound's outperformed as far as overall growth in dollar value. But it's crazy how that happens, right? Like sometimes it's the sleepers, man. They come awake and they're wild whenever they do. But I think I've said enough about HBAR. It makes sense why it's going to go down. Let's talk about Brett now. We're going to talk about Brett. I'll leave Marathon up. Whenever we get past Brett, we'll talk about Marathon. Brett USD. I'm doing my throat singing here. You guys, thank you. Thank you really much, man. Thank you really much. I'm honestly for serious. Thank you really much, you guys. Oh my God, this fucking... This is great. This is great, you guys. Okay, 20 cents right now. 20 cents right now on Brett. New all-time highs, buddy. You're not stopping until 27 cents. So Brett's in the middle of a breakout move right now, right? I mean, it started back here, so it hasn't necessarily just begun. You probably do stop somewhere between 32 cents and 27 cents, but I'll give it to you. You could move as high as 41 cents by the end of this move. This move could end in December for Brett because it started its move a little bit earlier, but it could end in January, like I'm expecting most coins to end. Not like the end of the cycle, but just like the end of this momentary move, right? Like, I don't know. There's no good examples on Brett. maybe kind of to the downside, right? Like this was your downside move here, and then that was your end. You moved up, and then you continue to move lower. That was your end there, and then you moved up, and then, you know, like stuff like that. I don't think you're going to end this phase of your move, this breakout phase here, until at least 27 cents, if not 32 cents, with a high. The highest price possibility would be at like 41 cents. So 20 cents now, 27 to 32 cents soon. Probably by the end of this month is what I would guess for Brett. Looks like it wants to keep moving up. Oof. All right, so that's Brett. Let's talk about Marathon now. Marathon. Oof. Oh, my goodness, you guys, that champagne is hurting me. I can normally drink, but for those of you that missed it, I had food poisoning yesterday, like all day yesterday. It was bad, guys. It wasn't the worst food poisoning I've ever had in my life, but it was very intense. It was very, very intense, and I did not get much sleep. And they say don't drink after you get food poisoning, but dude, 100K, we're breaking the law today, baby. 20 cents right now on Brett. If we look at the low to the high, pulled all the way back down to the 0.5. Didn't really go to the 61869, which is fine. Normally, I would expect that you go to the 61869, but you don't have to go there. Found support at the 0.5, which also correlates with previous areas of resistance here. So what you did was you broke out of this phase and found support. Healthy. You consolidated for a long time here. Who's to say you can't consolidate for a while here? But whether it's a day or two, whether it's a week, probably not longer than a week, but probably like a day or two, maybe 3 or 4 days at the most, actually, or today, you're going to start moving up to those prices that we discussed earlier, which is like 27 to 32 cents or 36 cents, maybe 41 cents at the most, something like that, right? Poochie Green. We need to, man. We need to. Ethan, you should be in here celebrating with us, man. Even though the Grayscale trusts aren't pumping yet because they're closed, they'll be pumping soon enough, man. Definitely going to be pumping soon enough. Doxed himself. How, Fanta? What do you do? I'm not aware of all the drama here. What do you do? SD. Okay, we're going to talk about Marathon now. Marathon, we're at $26 right now. $26, $25.96 on Marathon. Cake, Sam. We'll talk about Cake. We're going to talk about Marathon, SD, and then Cake. I'm just doing them in the order that they were received. So Marathon on a monthly basis does look like it wants to move up, higher. Likely in time, you're going to be at $200 and more than that, right? Those are probably end of the cycle targets. End of the year targets, end of the month targets, $40 to $57. Okay, we look at this on a weekly basis. Weekly RSI did reject the overbought zone. At least that's what it looks like. But you're down 5%. We have 2 days left in the week. Let's see if you can turn this around. It kind of looks like you are now. You found support on your 618. Let's see if you can come up 5% over the next 2 days. If you can, this move up might be starting next week. And that would make sense. That would actually make a lot of sense. But $41, $57, that's the next area that we're moving to. After Marathon, we got SD. And then we got Cake after that. Ethereum. We could talk about Ethereum, definitely. We'll talk about Ethereum, yeah. I'll throw some ETH on there for you. VSpecZilla, thank you very much. Let's see. Thank you, man. I look forward to making them, man. The Grayscale community, you guys are, whenever things aren't terrible, you guys are pretty chill people. Even when things are terrible, like whenever the price is moving down, a lot of you do have a level head on your shoulders. You guys are actually some of my favorite people. But thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, Bobby Digital. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I feel like, yeah, bro, this feels like a great big family, man. It really does. Welcome to the family, man. Glad to have you, man. Thank you very much. Dennis, man, Chick-fil-A tastes bomb. You know it does. You know it does, Dennis. Yeah. That's are they open? When'd you get Chick-fil-A? Are they open right now? I don't know. Is that a thing? Are they open this late? You must be in somewhere else in the world. Or preheating some stuff. Anyways, SD here, coin on the crypto, Stater coin, breaking out of its long-term accumulation phase. It definitely looks like it's on the cusp of that. You had a nice double bottom kind of look here. This is a very bullish structure. I have no doubt this coin's on its way to seeing new all-time highs. I have no doubt about that. The structure is so good. If we take a high to a low here, take a high to a low, 1 second. Okay, we're at 158 now. Above the 886, It's actually your first time being above the 886 since you formed your high. I think you're about to break out, man. You're breaking out right now. It's crazy because you moved up so much already, but you've consolidated for about a month or at least 4 weeks. You're probably moving up to $3 to $5.74. You're at $1.58. You're going to $3 at a minimum, $5.74 at a maximum. And truthfully, I don't like anything less than $4 because there's no price action over here to stop you from going higher. You're at $1.60 now, $4 or more by the end of the month or bust. Absolutely. That's what's happening for this. So good job. Really bullish on the weekly RSI. That's insanely bullish, man. Yeah, you're going. You're going. It's happening. Very bullish chart. Okay, let's talk about cake now. Cake. Cake. And we'll talk about some ETH too. Forecast for Doge in January. We can go over that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see here. My goodness, man, that's crazy. That's really crazy, you guys. I did not imagine that tonight would go like this. Let's see. Hell yeah, dead. X-dead. That's awesome. Poor Sea Dog needs a throat lozenge. I do, man. I really do. I really do. It's pretty sad. It's pretty bad. Sean Art with the Miggles breaking out the Hennessy tonight. Hell yeah, Grady Scott. Yes, you are. Miggles. We can write some Miggles down, yeah. We're going to talk about cake now for some Sam A, though. Miggles later. Cake. Moving up, doing well. Of course it is. BNB is doing well. I feel like BNB, if BNB does well, cake does better most of the time, right? It normally does. I like the bullish structure here. You kind of have this like W look to you. It's almost like a double bottom. It's what they call, it's what Eric Crown would call the cock and balls pattern, right? You got your two sets of balls here, and then you get your phallus there, whatever. I don't know what. It's the cock and balls pattern, man. We're about to break out to the upside. Normally, actually, the cock and balls pattern, it goes like this. You kind of move sideways here, you consolidate, and then you rip. And then you get your explosion, right? You're at 390 right now. Don't be surprised if you do consolidate here for a little bit. I don't think it's going to be long, though. Weekly RSI getting overbought. Poochie Green. He might be passed out in his Jeep, man. I don't know. I've tried to reach out to Ethan before. You know, it's hard on Discord because you never know if someone's scamming you, right? So like he might just not answer Discord comments. I think he said he doesn't before. But I don't know. You know, I'm sure he's just chilling, man. He's a busy guy, right? He's got more than just his YouTube channel going on. He's got some other stuff going on. I haven't seen if he's made any videos recently, but everyone keeps asking where he is. I'm sure he's just living life, you know. Let's see. Realistic, straight crypto, cocktail and balls pattern. Cocktail and balls, you know it. RDNT, Radiant. Yeah, Andy, one, we got it. We can definitely check out Radiant. RDNT. Or is it RDT? Sorry. RDNT. And then GST for Nick Falgaristos. GST, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll try. I don't know. I could try. I forget what your name is, my Hebrew friend, but yeah, Spell. We could talk about Spell too, dude. You need to put out a tip jar. I'll go get a tip jar. I don't know. It's I don't know how to do that, right? Like make a virtual tip jar or something like that. I could just get a tip jar and put it out right here. I've got this right here. I've got my blessings jar. It's actually my wife's, but you know, like we'll pretend it's mine. Obviously, I mean, like this looks like something a girl would have, right? But I do have it on my desk. But let's see. GST. Nick, I can do GST. Yeah, I got it written down. AMP. We'll talk about AMP. Yeah. We already talked about LTC, but I can go over a brief little description of it in a second. Let's finish up cake here. It looks like it wants to keep moving up. Ooh, I say that. It might not right now. Or it might. Oh, that's so hard. That is so hard. Let's see. I think you correct a little bit. You're at 390. Okay. You probably pull back down to like 350 or $3 itself. And then you continue to move up. But I bet you consolidate now for like a couple days or maybe even the rest of this week or so. That's my thoughts. If not, if you move up today, or really if you see any price above $4.26, likely you're on your way to break out of this. And when it does come time to break out of this, which I don't think you're doing it right now, but I think maybe next week or the week after, you'll be moving up to $7.82 to $13 or more. Or more. So that's cake. Looking good. Looking real good. And I definitely think it's got more to go after these targets, right? This is just like by the end of this move, probably by the end of the month, by the end of January, you'll be up at $7.82 to $13. But by the end of the cycle, new all-time highs, definitely. Definitely in store for this thing. Okay, cake. Let's talk about ETH now. Talk about some Ethereum. Hold up now. Let me see. What a good night. What a good night, Diamond. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, wait, I think you, that was an old one. Okay, cool. For some reason, I clicked on that. All right. But still, Diamond, thank you very much. Diamond Lawn LLC. No, LOL, I meant Cheesecake Factory stock, Sam. Oh, bro, that's hilarious. Okay, let's talk. Well, hey, we got cake there. Let's talk about Cheesecake Factory. That's hilarious, bro. Perfect coincidence there. I don't know. Monthly RSI looking pretty fierce. Price action looks odd, but it looks good enough. Weekly RSI looks like it wants to move. I bet you move up. $51.17. Let's see. High to low. Yeah. You're at 51.17. You're not stopping until 54. You probably move up to around 60. Then you probably consolidate a little bit more, and ultimately I think you're working your way up to 84, in time. This is probably months away, but in the weeks, maybe even by the end of this year, you'll be at like 54 to 60 bucks, I would say. Yeah. Moving up. That one was a little bit easier actually. So, yeah. Hope that helped there, Sam. Let's see, Dennis. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Pepe up 43K. Hell yeah, bro. Good job. Man, Dennis Loveless over here. My stomach's getting sick just listening to the things that you're eating, man. But I wish I could. I wish I could eat it. My stomach's a little fickle right now, man. That food poisoning messed me up. I can normally eat like a beast, bro. I would be eating all this shit with you, but I gotta take care of myself. I say that as I'm drinking champagne. I need to finish this bottle here. We're almost done. Maybe I should get some Cinnabon. Woo! You guys, I'm a little bit surprised that Bitcoin right now is not at higher prices. I would have thought that this far into the stream already, like we just broke above 100K. It's like the calm before the storm, right? It's like knocked on the door, broke through the door. We're here. We're letting everybody know, right? We put our business on the table. We're letting everybody know we're here. I just wonder when we're going to keep going, right? I wonder when. I don't know. Oh, yeah, bro. It's going to happen. That's probably months away, XDead, but yeah, probably sometime like mid-2025 or later. Pop the cork. You know it, Cadillac. Yeah, we did, bro. Pop the cork earlier in the stream. We got this here. We're almost done with the champagne. We got a little bit left there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably. Bubbles are shining bright. Let's talk about the next one we're going to talk about, which was Ethereum. So Ethereum, you guys, a lot of people have been dogging on Ethereum, but I think it's about to rip. I think it's about to do some really good things. It's about to probably make a run up to 7K is my genuine opinion. From a high to a low, your primary target, look, what you did here was you found resistance on your 886. With any fib, I don't care what the price action looks like, with any fib, when you break above your 886, your next target area is the 1272 to the 1618 area. That's your next target area. Anytime you break above the 886, okay? Right now, what we've done is we found resistance on the 886 showing that it is significant. That level is $4,000, $4,005, by the way, showing its significance. When we break above this, right, just from a price perspective alone, when you get above this high, it assumes that you're going to make strides higher, right? Right, like it's often that when you break above a high, it's not the end of the move, but rather like, you're just getting started or you've got some follow through to come at least, right? The next target after you break above this 886, the next target after you break above this previous high here is 7,750. Now you could find a little bit of resistance beforehand, right? Maybe you move up like this, consolidate a little bit, and then you move up, right? It doesn't have to be like an immaculate straight line. It can be. Ethereum can definitely do that. But if we take this high to low here of this like halving consolidation phase, this Bitcoin halving consolidation phase here, There is resistance at your all-time high. There is resistance at $6,000. But you have a couple of things lining up right here next to this 1272. I have a feeling that by the end of January, Ethereum will basically double in price, is my thoughts. The monthly RSI looks bullish. The weekly RSI is just getting bullish. It looks really good. Daily RSI also looks very good too. So it's just a matter of time before this thing starts running. I wouldn't think it does today or tomorrow. It probably doesn't run too much while Bitcoin runs. Maybe it runs a little bit up with it side by side, but this will probably run harder. And then when Bitcoin hits 120 to 130K, that'll be Ethereum's time to start ripping through those price targets. Oof. Let's see here. All right. Phillips sample. Oh yeah, you know it, Go Anders. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. But Philip sample. I did go to college. I dropped out. I'm 8 elective credits away from getting my degree. 8 elective credits, right? That means, you guys, I could take like baking or whatever class I wanted to in college, outdoor ed classes where I go camping for a week, right? Like whatever. 8 electives and I get my degree. I said, fuck it. I dropped out because, well, I kind of figured out what I wanted to do without college. So I started doing that, you know. I started making more money and learning things on my own. College isn't for everybody. And dropping out isn't for everybody. I think, you know, I'm not like one of those people who says you shouldn't go to college. I think there is college that's appropriate for some people. You need that kind of certification. But not everybody who goes to college is smarter than every person who doesn't go to college. You know? And not vice versa either. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a certificate that says you know how to wipe your ass at the end of the day, you know? We can talk about LTC again, yeah, but we got LCX. You say it's a big night? Let's see. Hold on. No, you're making me look at it. Come on. It's not that big of a night. No. Ethereum. We can talk about Litecoin, but in a second. Whew. Whew. Hold on, guys. Oh, I'm getting a little indigestion with the champagne bubbles. The bubbles are bubbly. We talked about Bitcoin Cash, Henry Brown, but I could talk about Cosmos. We talk about Atom. I want you guys to know the list of requests right now. We're on Ethereum. We just finished Ethereum actually. We're on Miggles, and then we have RDNT, GST, AMP, and Atom. Leaf, I can't believe this shit, man. This is crazy. I didn't think it'd be like this. I'm stoked. Matt Mosher, no, we did not do ETC. We can talk about ETC. I bet miners pump tomorrow. And if they don't, they'll pump in time. If they don't, sometimes they don't pump and that just throws people off, but it's fine. Yeah, we can look at Pepe, Dennis. We'll look at Pepe actually right now, and then we'll look at Miggles real quick, just because Dennis has been a friendly all night. Epsilon. Oh, CAO. That's what it means. I get it now. Epsilon, I just want to say, you fucking rock, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, you could join the Discord. Yeah, absolutely. That's still possible. Here, let me throw a link out there. It's already in the description, actually. If you look, I did put it. It's in the description, but I'm just going to copy it right now and put it in the comments so that you guys can all do this here. We'll put Doge on the list too, yeah. We're going to talk about Pepe real quick. Yeah, that Discord, it should be fresh. Yeah, I just refreshed it. I just refreshed it. Let me double check real quick. Let me do it real quick. One more time here. It should be fresh. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the exact same one, yeah. Oh, they're not going to Zeta Jag. No way. Yeah. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Thoughts on Litecoin? Amer, I think Litecoin's about to run up above 200 bucks, man. Might consolidate for a day or so, but it's about to run up, honestly. Let's move back here. Let's talk. Let's see. We're going to do, not Miggles. I'm sorry. We're going to do Pepe and then Miggles. Okay, Sean Hart. We're going to do Pepe first and then Miggles. Oh, come on. So Pepe here on a daily makes me think it wants to move down or consolidate more. Yeah, you've been overbought now, right? You got overbought this week and you haven't done anything with it. So I think you do pull back a little bit. You might have already pulled back. Oh, it's so hard. This one's not easy. Okay, here's what I will say. Hold on. What I will say is generally consolidating between the 1272 and the 100 level is bullish. But when you bounce off your 100 and you get to your 1272 on the second attempt, you should be breaking through it, not rejecting it, not getting a bearish engulfing candle the day after. So, and rejecting your overbought zone. It makes me think you want to go down, and if you go down, you likely don't bounce off that 100. You likely go to your 886. So you're at 40216 right now. I'm going to call for 4015 for Pepe. The 4 hour is more bullishly postured than it is bearishly postured on the RSI. But with the price action, I think the price action agrees with me, man. I think that's what you're going to do. We look at this. Let's look right here. Lows to low. Look at that. Perfect, bro. It's perfect. 40152. That's where you're going for Pepe. All right. I hope that helps. Let's talk about Miggles. And then up. And then you want to know where you're going to go after that? I don't know. Nobody knows, but probably up to 40335. Probably. Or higher. Whew. Miggles. We're going to do Miggles. We'll do comp. Joe Mansis, we can do comp. But I did do comp already, so it will be at the bottom of this list, but I'll talk about it briefly. I think comp, and actually I think we should look at comp real quick. I'm not going to talk about it too much right now. I'll just briefly talk about it, but yeah, 119. I don't think it's stopping, man, until at least up here, if not more likely 230 and above, right? If it stops here, it's not going to really feel like it stops here. Like maybe it stops there for a day or two or three, right? But then not for a week, nothing longer than a week, right? We're not stopping for anything longer than a week until we hit 230. So we're at 119 now. Yes, our high yesterday was at 125. No, I'm sorry. I was like, that doesn't sound right. 141. And we've had a little bit of a pullback since then, but we could very well today close prices around 170 or higher. Compound's in the middle of a breakout move, you guys, and this breakout move doesn't have to stop, and I don't think it will stop until at least 235, 304 area, if not potentially as high as 424 to $610 area. Man, whew. Oh my goodness. Champagne's getting to me. I don't have a weak stomach when it comes to alcohol, you guys. I promise you I don't. But that food poisoning messed me up yesterday, man. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Okay, Miggles looking very bullish. This is Sean Art. If you're still here, buddy, you should be celebrating too, man. Yeah, you had a nice move up here, but this consolidation is bullish as hell, bro. Really, really good looking stuff. Finding support right at your previous areas of resistance, like literally finding support right there. It's amazing. It's beautiful. From a high to a low, you moved up just below your 1272. Now you're pulling back to your 886, 786 area. Of course you are. You're probably going to move up here soon to about 28 cents to 43.8 cents. You're at 9.5 cents now. So that's what I think your next move will look like, if not more. If not more. Genuinely, if you're looking at this, maybe your next move is similar in size. Maybe you go up above $1 by the end of this next move. It's hard to say. But let's see if anything lines up here real quick before we finish this up. High to low there. That 1886 lines up pretty well with your 2618. So something around 77 cents could be a real likely target, actually. That would make sense. But at least 21 cents to 43 cents. That's in your near future. Yeah. You're going to consolidate for a little bit more, but you're going to move up any day now, any week now. So just be patient. Good time to buy, definitely. Green light for buying. If it goes down, it's going to be completely insignificant compared to the amount of upside you have. So Miggles looking fresh, looking funky, looking good. Let's check out Bitcoin real quick. Looking at BTC. Looking fresh, looking frisky on the 1 hour. Pretty hot on the 1 hour RSI, right? We look at that there. I mean, it went all the way up to the 90s. We did get it into the 90s before, right? And what happened here? What do we do back here? That was like at the end when we actually began our consolidation. That was when we got into the 90s there. Got into the 90 here. And that was basically at the end. Not quite. Okay, so that's good to know. So we probably don't hit the 90s here. We probably don't progress immediately. Okay, maybe. I mean, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking because if we go above the 90s, that seems to be an area that we consolidate, or at least a couple times. The last couple times we did it, that seems to be the case. So I don't think we're going to stop here and consolidate too much. So that would mean I don't think that we press on immediately, right? We probably consolidate a little bit for like a few hours or so. Like maybe we just stand still right here between 103K and 100K for the next hour, for the next 8 hours. But by the end of this day, guys, I expect we're going to be higher, and certainly going into the end of the week, going into next week, by 2 weeks from now, I think we'll be dramatically higher, moving up, right? It's just getting started. We just uncorked the bottle, like literally, right? We just uncorked the bottle. This thing's not stopping right now. It's got a lot more to go. I want to talk about Radiance now, RDNT. Radiant Capital. Let's see here. Crypto Chris, big night for Bitcoin. You know it is. Yes, big night equals, you're right. Yes, it is. Okay. LCX, we can talk about LCX. Crypto Chris, I can shorten it for you for LCX real quick, actually. We can do a quick little LCX thing. LCX is about to rip. It's at 34 cents. Great time to buy. You're about to see it rip to 62 cents. If it doesn't stop there, it's going to go up to 78 cents. If it doesn't stop there, we'll see it at $1.10. It really could go all the way up to $1.10. It really could. It's at 34 cents now. And these targets, by the way, end of month, end of January targets. Yeah, not end of cycle, just very near-term targets, right? Costa Ricardo Crypto. For years, I tried telling friends and family and coworkers about crypto. They laughed and brushed it off. Now they're all coming back curious, asking me about this Bitcoin thing, how times have changed. Bro, that's how it is for everybody, right? If anybody, unless it's your first market, because in your first cycle, unless you're absolutely deranged like I am, in your first cycle, you're probably embarrassed or you're not confident enough to talk about crypto to everybody, right? You just kind of keep it to yourself. Second cycle, you're like, okay, I know this magic is real. I'm going to share it with people. I don't care if they think I'm crazy because I know that I'm in the right stuff. And then by the time you get any older than that, you're part of the cult at that point. You can't deny that crypto is like the greatest thing in the whole planet, right? But me, my first crypto cycle, I didn't even know everything about crypto, man. I remember, you guys, I got in an argument with a guy at a bar. This guy was a vet. I was at the VFW bar in my local hometown playing pool, and this guy was telling me that gold, we were having an argument about gold and Bitcoin, and this guy, I might have been 20 at the time, 21 at the time. No, I had to have been older because I was at the bar. So I had to have been like 24 maybe at the time. I just started crypto. Ooh, I can't say too many things because then I'll give away my age. Let's just say between 20 and 24, okay? And I didn't know much about crypto, but I knew it was the future. I knew that I just wasn't smart enough and that I just didn't, it's not that I wasn't smart enough, but I just didn't retain enough information to answer these arguments that I was having with this gold bug. And he knew all the facts. Man, my daughter's crying. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta deal with her real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. But yeah. Anyways, long story short, I knew that I just didn't know enough, man. So all that was in reference to whoever comment it was. Costa Ricardo, I think, talking about how and you're invested in crypto, you knew that it was going to do all these great things. People laughed at you, people judged you. The only thing that it took for them to stop laughing at you and start asking questions, the only thing it took was time. It's inevitable. It's math, man. Bitcoin, crypto, it has nothing to do but go up in time versus the US dollar. Any long-term holder, crypto has nothing to do but prove you right. Unless you're holding coins like, no offense, probably like Miggles, right? It might do good for the coming days, coming weeks, coming months, this coming cycle. But 20 years from now, it probably won't be. Wouldn't it be crazy if all these coins that like just are basically nothing coins, that they might exist for this cycle, but they'll exist never again? It'd be crazy if they just continue to gain value versus the dollar throughout their lives because the dollar hyperinflates. Like, what if things got so bad that even like I don't know, man. I don't think that's gonna happen, but just wouldn't it be crazy? Anyways, Miggles, we're gonna talk about Radiant now, right? That's what we're talking about. Yes. Okay. High to low here. High to low. Getting above your 382. Looking like, dude, this looks like a V-shaped recovery. Bro, this is intense. This is really intense. Whoever requested Radiant. You guys, this thing, you're at $1. No, I'm sorry, you're at 10 cents right now. My bad, I'm sorry. You look like you want a V-shaped recovery all the way out of this. Like you just want a straight V recovery all the way up to 42 cents. You're at 10 cents now. I bet this thing, man, and likely, oftentimes whenever you V-shape recovery, you do stop right around the V where it formed, but just above it, right? I bet you move all the way up to like 30 cents, 40 cents. Sorry, I'd say like 40 cents actually probably. By the end of January. You're at 10 cents now. I think by the end of January, that's where you'll be. Yeah, straight V-shaped recovery. That's what I think you're doing for Radiant. Very bullish structure. You probably pull back today a little bit. Your 4 hours so bullish though, man. You might pull back a little bit today, but that could have been it, man. I don't know. That might have been it. At any rate, you're just going to keep growing, keep growing, keep going. Your downsides will be short-lived and minimal. I do believe that as fast as you came down, you will move up faster. It'll be a V-shaped recovery. Ask me about RDNT in January and tell me if it doesn't look exactly like this. Like I'm telling you, it's going to be a V-shaped recovery. It looks so perfect. It looks so primed for that. Anyways, that's Radiant. Let's talk about GST. Somebody was spamming the comments for GST earlier. Hopefully they're still here. Green Satoshi token. Isn't this like a BSV spinoff, if I remember correctly? I'm not 100% sure if that's right or not. It's conceivable that in the future meme culture could have its own money. Yeah, it's true, Remy. I hear what you're saying there. Ooh. Do I think LTC will go up? Yeah, I think so. Can Mana hold above 88 cents? I hope so. BBL, it will. It'll go up higher. You know it. The real Jesus Shalom. BCHG. No, we're not getting rid of the Bitcoin chart. I'm sorry, guys. 827. Bitcoin Cash. Moving on up. You're at 592. We're about to break out, man. BCHG is likely going to be either near these highs or above these highs by the end of December, if not by the end of January. You're going to be up here. You're going to make a very rapid, fast move. I think by the end of the month, BCHG will be at like $20 to $23. And then by the end of January, you could be as high as like $37 or higher. Genuinely, BCHG. I just did that one real quick because I thought it'd be quick, right? LFG, FLG, Fanta. You know it. FLG, baby. Here we go. Okay, so Green Satoshi token. I guess that's the all-time history we have for it. Let's use this on a weekly basis. It's really an odd chart. I don't like it. I don't want anybody to put money into it. It's a really odd chart. It's moved up a decent bit. I would stay away from this, guys. I don't know if this is worth anybody's time. It does look like it wants to move up. You're at 2.6 cents now. Probably moves up to 5.3 to 6.4 cents. Does it see higher highs? I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, this is the most volume you've received by a large amount, and you're getting these wimpy little weekly candles. Like, where's this? You've got more volume here collectively than you probably did in this 1 week here, and more time, and yet the move is less compelling. I don't know. Maybe it just hasn't happened yet. Maybe I just need to be patient. But if you can't get above 11 cents, you likely will only continue to fizzle out. So I don't know. This thing doesn't interest me. But that's my genuine opinion. That's my genuine analysis, right? From a high to a low, I would expect you to continue to 5 cents, 6.4 cents. That's probably where you'll stop next. If not here, you could stop here momentarily and pull back down to like 1.9 cents. But I do think you're moving up ultimately. Yeah. Probably in a short amount of time. Yeah, Rob Lowe, we'll do some STX right now, buddy. We'll get you on that right now, STX. That's kind of how I'll do it, I guess, right? I've got the list written down. There's like 8 other requests after this, but we're gonna jump up anybody that throws a tip because I feel like that's appropriate, right? If you're gonna pay for it, get a little bump. Stacks, Coinbase, Stags. Stags. Talking about some stags, baby. Oh, yeah. Rob Lowe in the house. Shout out to Rob Lowe. Doesn't Rob Lowe, like, always... Isn't that... You guys ever seen This Is the End? And Rob Lowe's just running around, and he's got the champagne bottle. It's like a huge champagne bottle. Is that... Am I thinking of the right... Is that Ant-Man, Rob Lowe? Or am I getting it wrong? No. No, Rob Lowe, he's not Ant-Man. That's Rob Lowe. Who am I thinking of? That's is it Chris Traeger? Chris Traeger from the Parks and Rec. Who is it? Who is Ant-Man? Who is Ant-Man? You guys are probably already writing it. Scott Lang is the actor, or not the actor. That's the character name. Who plays? Let's see. Paul Rudd, Epsilon. Thank you, Paul. Dude, I worked at the movie theater, you guys, for a long time. I did, growing up in high school and just graduating high school. I was at the movie theater for a long time. I used to know everybody's name. Paul Rudd. How the hell? Paul Rudd's the guy, not Rob Lowe. But Rob Lowe's the man. And I don't know why I get Paul Rudd confused with Rob Lowe. But I've done that before. I do that, actually. But the people want Ethereum Classic worldwide cars. We'll do Ethereum Classic. I actually do think we should do Ethereum Classic after we do Stacks, because the people do seem to want Ethereum Classic. Okay, Stacks, we're at $2.93 right now, $2.93 from a relative high to a relative low. You've just torn right through your golden ratio, bro. You look very bullish, yeah. So you probably do. And with the way you did it, you didn't actually tear right through it. You kind of like moseyed on through it, I would say. Right? You didn't like straight reject it and then move up. You just kind of like slowly encroached and moved through it, and then now you're breaking out. So with how overbought you are on your daily RSI, with the fact that you've basically just been moving up without any real correction, I would say you probably stop soon between 330 and where you are now. You probably stop, have a little corrective phase, but I don't think it stops here. I don't think you stop here in your weekly RSI. You don't have this bullish of a daily RSI just to reject here and give like a bearish look on your weekly. I don't think so. It could happen. It's weird, but I don't think it would happen. Weird things happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think you move up probably to that 330 area. 330 is your 886. It's also an area where you found resistance here on this week and on these weeks here, all three of those weeks. So yeah, probably 330. You're at 293 now, and then you probably consolidate, maybe between 330 and where you are now, maybe a little bit lower. But I bet you keep moving up. The 4 hour looks bullish. Yeah, buddy, I bet you keep moving up like today, tomorrow. And then probably end of this week, going into next week, you probably consolidate, right, for a little bit of time. And then 546 to 854, those are on the docket afterwards, man. You're gonna go high, Rob Lowe. You're gonna get real high, buddy. Your body's like a microchip. A grain of sand could mess it up. And we're gonna throw a big old grain of sand in this. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't mess it up. I'm just trying to say you're gonna get high, okay? But in a good way. That's all I'm trying to say. We're gonna throw a little grain of sand in there for you. Although that might sound like the wrong kind of getting high. I don't know. Thoughts on Jesus Coin? We can talk about that, the Faithful Citizen. But first, let's talk about ETC. Ethereum Classic. $37 right now. And guys, I probably will be ending the stream here in about 10 minutes. If Bitcoin was running higher, I'd probably open up. I'd keep the stream open longer. But I am kind of convinced, especially with the dying off in volume, how overbought you are in your 1 hour RSI, you probably do chill between here and like 100K for maybe the night. Like genuinely, it could be for like 4 hours, 8 hours. It could be for 12 hours. We probably do continue. I don't think that we're stopping here. I do believe we continue to move up. But, you know, the real reason I wanted to go live was the 100K breakout, and then also to just celebrate with you guys. But if it's not moving up higher, you know, 2 hours is a long time. I'm having to catch my breath because I'm having so much indigestion from just drinking this champagne, man. It's ridiculous. I probably need to end the stream here soon, but that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. When the bottle's empty, then we will end the stream. How about that? Is that fair? Does that sound fair? When the bottle's empty, we'll end the stream. How's that? Is that good? We got about this much left. Got about that much left. I got about that much in the drink. We'll do a group vote, okay? Throw some ones in the chat if I should stay till the end of the bottle. Throw some twos if I should just finish the list, and then we're done. Oof. I'm definitely going to eat healthy and stop eating so bad. Thanksgiving did a number on me, you guys. But I've been having indigestion, acid reflux like every single night since then. Actually, not last night. Last night, I was getting it through a different end with my food poisoning. But one, all right, well, shit. Two, Faithful Citizens got my best interests. X dead. Two, thank you, Remy Smith. You guys are the real heroes. Back in the game, I didn't realize there were so many people in here that cared about me. I was expecting straight ones across the board. Rick Grimes, Angelo, woohoo, you guys didn't disappoint. That's I love you guys. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Get some thumbs. I might FPV. There we go. J-Boy Smith, end when you want. That's the real answer, yeah. I will end when I want. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I think maybe we'll end with this bottle. This is the Bitcoin 100K bottle. This is the Bitcoin 100K stream. This is the champagne session, so it makes sense to end it once the bottle's over. So let's just keep going until then. Ethereum Classic, here we are. All right. We look at it right now, 36.84, high to low. You've already prodded above your recent high, your relative high here, okay? Very long, drawn-out phase of consolidation you've been in since April of 2022, essentially, if not May. You're finally breaking out of it, or looking to break out of it at least. Your immediate targets would be around $49 to $63, but I don't think it stops there. I would actually expect deeper extensions. Normally, the primary target zone is what I expect, and maybe you find turbulence there, right? Maybe you find a little turbulence or something, right? But overall, I think you're on a path to higher targets. I think right now you're at 36.73. You're going to move up to like 63 to 105, if not higher. The highest I could see you go would be 137, but you know, much past that, I don't know. Obviously, by the end of the cycle, I think you can go higher than that. But I'm talking about this move. I think by the end of this month of December to the end of January, somewhere in that time frame, you will be around the prices of anything between about $78 to $137. Somewhere in that zone by the end of the month, by the end of January. That's what I'm expecting for ETC. Oof. Hold on, y'all. Oh. It's not a throw up thing. I'm a champ when it comes to alcohol. It's like an indigestion thing. It's like it like burns, you know what I mean? And I probably wouldn't be in this much pain if it wasn't for the food poisoning yesterday, man. I was looking it up. I was literally looking it up today. I was asking Grok on X because I got the X Premium now. That's what I got for Black Friday was X Premium. I asked Grok on X what I should not do if I just had food poisoning, and it said drink. You should not drink alcohol if you just had food poisoning, is what Grok said. So we're breaking all the rules, baby. We're breaking all the rules. Oh. Okay. Whew. That means DAX picture. If that's true, if the NAV of BCHG is half the price, that means that BCHG has a 2x premium, which is actually pretty cool. That's a pretty high premium for BCHG this cycle, if I remember correctly. Whew. It's like I can't talk in long spurts. I have to breathe through it all. I wish people I wish you could read my mind or understand my mind, because maybe to some of you it might seem like I'm drunk because I'm like breathing, I'm going like this, I'm like, whew. I'm not even close to drunk, man. I could probably finish a whole nother one of these bottles and be fine. It really is this indigestion. It's killing me right now. It is a pain in the ass. But we power through it. We power through it. All right, Ethereum Classic, that's that. We're going to talk about Dogecoin. Dogecoin, long awaited Dogecoin. People have been patient waiting for Dogecoin, man. We're going to talk about some Dogecoin here. A little teaspoon of baking soda or a couple cloves. Couple cloves of what? Garlic? We're not going anywhere. Hell yeah, Fanta. You know it. End the stream, dude. Come back later. We're not going. I love you, Fanta. Fanta's got my best interests and also a comedic intent behind everything that Fanta says. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna probably stay. I appreciate the concern, but you guys, if I was in that much pain, I am kind of in a good bit of pain. But if it got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore and I was actually concerned about myself, I'd stop. But I'm fully confident in my abilities to finish this bottle off. I think it's a good goal. It's the 100K bottle. I've got to finish. There's really like no ands, ifs, or buts about it. It's got to get polished off, man. Dogecoin, we're at 46.5 cents right now. Very overbought on the weekly RSI. Very high, up in the 90s this whole time. You've been consolidating for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks now. Man, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty freaking crazy. If we look back on Binance, I mean, look at what you did here, right? You're up in these same areas in the RSI, right? Similar. And actually, if we look, actually, let's go right here, right? You go right here to that high there. You're right there now in the weekly RSI. That high was after your kind of like first initial pump, and then you consolidated. How long do you consolidate for? You consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. You've consolidated now essentially for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the most. So maybe Dogecoin does have a little bit of a pullback to go through. You're at 46 cents now. Maybe you pull back to about 34 cents. You got so close. Maybe you do that. Maybe you pull back even less. Let's see, relative high to relative low here. I bet it's kind of uncharacteristic. I wouldn't expect Dogecoin. If this was any other chart, I'd have no problem saying Dogecoin's going to go back to 24 cents to 20 cents. I would have no problem saying that. But because this is Dogecoin, that's kind of uncharacteristic of it to pull back that much for this small of a pump. Be aware of it. You're at 46 cents now for Dogecoin. You could see prices go all the way back to 20 to 24 cents before moving higher. I don't think that's going to happen. But it could. Likely what I think is going to happen is you pull back to 31 cents, 35 cents, somewhere in that area, find support, and then you continue to move up. Because you've been up here for 4 weeks now, this high in the overbought zone, you haven't done anything. You need a pullback, right? That's my thoughts. Look at this. Look, it says it all on the daily. You're trying to. You keep moving higher. You're getting bearish divergence. Volume's dying off. You look at the daily RSI and look at this. It's all pointing to you have a correction ensuing right now. Look at that. You broke out of your daily uptrend in the daily RSI. All these things. You're probably Dogecoin right now at 46 cents essentially. I bet it will go lower than this low here. At best, you hold 34 cents, but likely you'll go a little bit lower than it. I bet you do return to 30 cents, around there. 31, 32 cents, 30 cents, something like that. Lowest potential would be around 20 to 24 cents, but a little bit of a pullback. That's what I think for Doge. I wasn't expecting that. I would have expected Doge to run, but that's okay. That's probably fine, right? I think, I don't know why it's going to drop, but it's going to drop. That's my thoughts. Let's talk about AMP. I skipped AMP. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about AMP. I skipped AMP and I skipped Atom because of GTC or ETC. 100K plus stream, BCH. You know it, baby. Here we go. Dude, I love it. This is my first time ever doing a live stream where I've gotten, or maybe it's not my first time doing this. It's my first time in a long time doing a live stream where I've gotten tips. I didn't know that the top tip stayed up the whole time. Oh, oof. Oh, this indigestion is killing me, you guys. It's bad. I'll tell you what. Champagne tastes a lot better on the way down than it does on the way up. Whew, that's just this guy's opinion. That's just this guy's opinion. Try it for yourself. Make your own decisions. All right, 1 cent right now on AMP. We're at a low point here to a high point. Pulled all the way back down to the 61869 golden retracement zone. Back above your 236. No doubt about it. That's your low. No doubt about it. You're going above this here. This actually kind of reminds me of LCX. You're like on the precipice of achieving higher prices, right? And I think you will. I definitely do believe you will. From a high to a low here of this fib, you've torn through your 618, absolutely torn through it. And just like a lot of things that tear through their 618, they go right up to the 786, 886 area, and that's where you found resistance. However, you've pulled back pretty immensely in this amount of time already. You could go lower, AMP, you could. And if you went lower, I'd say you'd go down to about 0.0085. But that might have been it, man. You might be done moving lower. Your 4-hour RSI looks bullish as hell, super bullish. Again, you could go lower and you're still fine. The amount of lower that you go is going to be very negligible compared to the amount of upside that you have. When it does come time to moving up, if you move down, maybe you move down a little bit, not even 20% from here, but a little bit. When you move up, minimum target is 2.7 cents, potentially as high as 5.15 cents. And I like that target more because here, if you look back in the price action, your 1272 here, consolidation zone, a kind of small consolidation zone. There's reasons to find resistance here at that 2.7 cents, 3.5 cents area for AMP. There's reasons for it. But this more significant phase here, your 1618 comes in line with like the support zone of that phase, right? Like right there, a little bit higher. Come on, I'm trying to get it right there, whatever. And, you know, that's basically the support zone of that phase. So I could see you going up to 5 cents, 5.1 cents. I could see that. But at least 2.7, if not 3.5, something like that. You're at 1 cent now. You probably consolidate a little bit more for like a day, maybe two, maybe an hour or two, who knows. But it won't be long-lived. I think very soon you're going to continue to move up. But like you did here, you consolidated for like 4 days, 5 days. You might do that here. Look at that. 2 days up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days up, 2 days down, 2 days up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days down. 2 days up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days down. Maybe, I don't know. AMP, that's AMP. Let's talk about Atom. Atom. Epsilon, Blue Zell and Clean Spark. We're going to do Blue Zell and Clean Spark right now. BLZ and Clean Spark. We'll talk about Atom afterwards, okay? Still on the docket. But I think that's fair. If that's not fair, you guys let me know. Let me know in the Discord, because the Discord peeps, you guys, we keep it real in there. I trust your guys' opinions. If you think it's not fair, I think it's fair. If someone pays for it, they're tipping me. Like, that's kind. I should bump you up the list, right? We're going to get through all the requests regardless. So I'm not done with this bottle yet. I'm not even done with my glass, but BCH BTC ratio. We talked about that earlier too. FPV, Tad the Rad. If you want to watch from earlier in the stream, but I can try and go over it too. We did talk about Blue Zell already, but I'll go over it real quick. So Blue Zell right now is at 18.3 cents. I think by the end of this month, by the end of January, somewhere in that time frame, will be worth 33 to 39 cents, 33 to 40 cents essentially by the end of this move. I think that's where we're going, right? And then maybe we consolidate, and then by the end of April, we're at new cycle highs, new session highs, maybe new all-time highs. If I'm wrong, the only way that I'd be wrong, I don't think I'd be wrong in the sense that we move down. I don't think I'd be wrong in the sense that we don't move up as high. The only way that I'd be wrong is if we move up more in a shorter amount of time. Oh, it's so painful. I'm going to stop complaining. We're going to battle through it. But that's something that I'm open to being wrong about, genuinely. I do believe Blue Zell will top off this month, if not the end of January, by 33 cents to 39 cents, somewhere in that area. But if I'm wrong, like let's say it's the end of December and we're up here, there's a solid chance that by the end of January we're up at new session highs. There's a solid chance by that. If we're up here in the next 2 weeks, there's a very solid chance that by the end of January we're up in this area. So it all depends. It's kind of a wild card with Blue Zell. Going about it the way it looks to me, the way that I would just do standard TA, I would expect by the end of January we're up in this area. By the end of December, up in this area. But that can be wrong. You know, this thing can take off. It can move a lot faster. I mean, man, if we over the next if before Christmas we're up here, then by the end of January we're going to be up here or higher. So that's basically the best I can say for Blue Zell, is that the overall analysis is we are moving up. If you want to buy, now's the time. It could move down a little bit, but it won't move down by much. At the most, maybe down to like 16 cents. Won't move down by much. And the upside is outweighing the downside by a lot. So the only dissemination to make is, will it go up this much or will it go up this much in the same amount of time? Hard to say, but we'll get there. Mr. Liesel, good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Liesel, thank you, man. Thank you for all the kind words, all the consistent just feedback and support that you've given throughout the time, man. Here's to you, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the tip, too, of course. Appreciate you. Comp Rocket. You know it, Piotr Odosh. You know it, bro. Comp, bro. Comp doing some bullish things. Doing some absolutely bullish things. Let's see. What else did Epsilon want? Clean Spark. We'll talk about Clean Spark. Oh, my daughter's crying again. I got to go check on her real quick. I'll be back. And we're back. We're back. You guys, I need to bring back the old classical music whenever I put the stream on pause. I need to bring that back. I feel like that was good. I missed that. Clean Spark. Whew. Whew. God first, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Don the Ackman. Don Thackme. Don't hack me. Don't hack me. Yes. Alt sold off a little bit, but Bitcoin, when Bitcoin moves, that tends to be the case, right? So Bitcoin's probably going to take place. We'll probably see, just like Bitcoin's been on pause for like the last like week and a half, 2 weeks, how Bitcoin's been on pause for like this whole time here. Altcoins will probably be on pause until Bitcoin makes its move up to about 120 to 130K. That's my thoughts. There will be a variety of coins that pump along with it, but the majority of coins pumped throughout this time. Now it's Bitcoin's time to move, right? Just like when Bitcoin moved last time, the majority of altcoins did not pump, but then when it consolidated, the majority of altcoins did pump, right? If you're holding an altcoin, you guys, and it hasn't seen, it doesn't need to see something crazy, but it hasn't seen at least like a 40% pump or more in this time, you probably shouldn't be holding that altcoin anymore. I very much doubt, like with all this like time of consolidation after this move up and with what's going on now, if your coin hasn't pumped 40% since like November 14th, you should look elsewhere, whichever coin it is. Oof. Whew. Okay. Clean Spark. On a monthly basis, looking bullish. On a weekly basis, looking bullish. Looking like it's actually just getting started for that next phase up. It could be this week. Dude, I bet it is. Man, rejecting your 60 like that and then coming back up, like you're probably going to, if not this week, next week, break above it. So long as this week closes green, which I think it will. especially with Bitcoin being above 100K. Hold on, guys. I need to take a break. Hold on. It's like when I talk, it makes it worse. It really does make it worse. Okay. 1468 right now. I definitely do believe it's moving up higher on a day-to-day basis. Probably, if not by the end of this week, by the end of next week, you'll be at higher prices. I think by probably the midway point of December this month, you'll be at 20 bucks at this rate. And that makes sense. You found a lot of resistance in this zone before, a lot of resistance here even. You probably from a high to a low move up overall to 33 to 50 bucks. But, you know, this is like in a week or two, you'll be up at like 21, 22 bucks. In a month or a month and a half, you'll be up at like 33 to 39 bucks, 49, 50 bucks, something like that, right? So Clean Spark looking bullish as always. Looks good on the weekly. Looks good on the daily. Looks good on the 3 hour. It's moving up. I wouldn't be surprised if it moves up tomorrow, actually, and to finish up this week. Deep breaths and the baby will come out like ping pong ball at Thai pub. Oh my goodness, bro. I've actually, you know what? I've never played ping pong at a pub before, at like an Asian pub. That sounds like a lot of fun. Actually, it doesn't sound like fun. I'd probably get my ass whooped. If you go to an Asian ping pong place, guys, you're unless you got skills, they're gonna eat you like chop suey. Comp as high as you said, boring, but when it hits, it will be high. Yeah, greetings from Poland, Piotr Doge. Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but yeah, bro, it didn't happen exactly like I said, but yes, the gist of what I've said for a long time with comp is it's whenever it does break out, it's going to be fast. And it just broke out, so it's not done, and it has been fast so far, but it's got more to go. For all the boringness, it's crazy how boring it seems, right? It's like these prices almost don't seem worth it, but now that you're living the moment, it's like it's absolutely worth it. There's no denying it's worth it. Absolutely, it's worth it. Clean Spark moving up. Clean Spark moving up. Okay, Atom. Atom. Whew. Do I think Ski Mask Dog is legit? I don't know, Crypto Chris. I don't know anything about it. I would stay away from it. I would just stay away from it personally. Whew. Ski Mask Dog. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I would stay away from it. My buddy wants me to sell my XRP and go visit him in Thailand immediately. Epsilon, my answer to that is tell him to wait till the end of the cycle, and then you can visit him for longer, you know? Tell him something like that. I don't know. Don't sell your XRP now, bro. Wait till the end of the cycle. That's not ping pong he's talking about, Rob Lowe. I don't know. I missed it. Damn it, YouTube froze up after I posted that comment. Oh my goodness. I might take another trip to Thailand soon. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Where are you at, Angelo Habib? Is exactly what I said. Hell yeah. Okay, hell yeah, Epsilon. Oof. Comp is the favorites other than BCH. Same here, Gandorf. I like comp. It's easy to like it right now, of course. But there's a reason why it's my biggest bag right now, right? Obviously it pumped, but it couldn't have been my biggest bag on this kind of pump unless I had a sizable amount anyways, right? So I've always believed in comp, man. I've always believed that it would do well. I've always believed that we would see new all-time highs. It's just, you know, it's hard to talk about those things day in and day out when you're just doing this for week after week. Like I believed it the whole time, and I even said at times, like, it's probably a good time to buy. I DCA'd at 58, but like I wasn't advocating the buy for this the whole time. It was very boring, you know, but now it's like retrospectively, maybe I should have been louder. Maybe I should have seemed like a madman back there, but I'm happy with my bag. I hope everybody who holds compound's happy with their bag. It's going to be good, man. It doesn't stop here. It's got a lot more to go. Oof. Okay. Adam. Clearly moved up, consolidated. Moved up, consolidated. Moves up, probably. Its next move. Oh, wow. Yeah, dude, so where you're consolidating right now, because you've been consolidating since the 14th of November. You've been consolidating this whole time right below the 123 moving average like this. I think you're about to rip real hard. You've been consolidating like this right at the edge of this downward sloping trend line probably. Like if I were to draw a line of best fit, let's try. from like the high to there. I mean, maybe you broke, maybe you're consolidating right above it. I don't know. However you want to look at it. Maybe we put it right here, consolidating right below it. You're about to rip, buddy. You're about to rip. You look really good. From a high to a low, you're probably going to see this thing go to its 61869 really soon. You're going to go up to 1490 to 1851. You're at 633. By the end of the month, if not by the end of January. And if not higher. You could, a lot of coins, guys, have gone to their 886, 786 and bypassed their 618s. They just tear right through it. So 1489 to 1851, that's the minimum target range. Potential for 24 to 33 in that same amount of time by the end of January. So we'll see. We'll see. But it definitely looks good. Looks like it wants to move up. Atom, looking frisky. Looking real good. Oh, yeah. Lower lows in the daily RSI. Dude, you're about to break out. Atom, I bet. Oh, wait. Atomera? Ha! This isn't a crypto. I thought I was doing a crypto. Oh, that's hilarious. I thought on a daily perspective that looked so, November 14th, I thought that looked so far away from here. That's hilarious. Okay, being that it's not a crypto, I don't know if you move up that high as fast. I still believe in what I was saying as far as targets go, but probably take this away. Go back to the 61869. And it probably doesn't happen as fast as I was guessing. Everything else stands true, though. Whew. Okay, let's talk about Atom, the real one. Wait, what? They almost look the same. Almost. High to low. Similar idea, 61869. You're at $9, so $17 to $20, if not $33 to $26 by the end of the year, by the end of January. Similar idea. Very similar concept, right? You're even at your 123 on the weekly on here, man. Except you're just getting overbought here. The other one you were pretty overbought. Daily RSI, little bit bearish divergence forming. I don't think it will though, right? You have a red day today, so that's why it looks like bearish divergence. But if today closes green, you don't have bearish divergence. I don't think you will. I genuinely think this thing is not stopping. You're at 974. I don't think it stops till you're at 17 bucks or higher, and likely 17 to 20 bucks is where you're going to go. Maybe in the next couple weeks, and then by the end of the month, you could be as high as 26 to 33 bucks, but at least 17 to 20 by the end of the month. That's what I think. 974 right now. Can I look at Bitfarms? Yeah, we can look at Bitfarms. Got you. Got you, got you. Bitfarms. $2.14. Let's see, from a high to a low, pulled up to the 61869 area, pulled back to your 0.5, held support. Cool, Bitfarms is going up, guys. Soon enough, you'll be at, what is that, $4.80, $4.60, something like that, to $6.50, somewhere in that area. You'll probably move up there and then consolidate again, and then you'll probably move up to new all-time highs to finish out your cycle, something like that, right? So a little bit higher. That one was easy. That one was actually pretty easy. Yeah, and I think you move up soon, very, very soon. Maybe starting tomorrow because of Bitcoin's price action, or maybe sometime next week is what I would guess. Oof. Bryce Davis, seriously, bro, seriously. And watch it do well. It actually doesn't look like a bad chart where it is right now. Oh. I thought they changed their name to Atomera. I was like, that's weird. And I was like, oh, it's not Cosmos. It's not even a crypto. It's a stock. Okay. Woo. Pouring up the bubbles. Oh, baby. They don't call it champagne sessions for no reason. All right. Bottle's firmly upside down. Glass is near full. It's about the right amount. We're coming to the end of our champagne sessions, my friends. It's been a fun one. It's been a fun one. Gets freak offs. C-Zar gets freak offs. You know it, baby. Hell yeah, Angelo. One more glass of leg opener for the boys. Fuck me, man. Flaming Stonks getting in our digital business. They are those flaming stocks, man. Bitfarms moving up, man. Moving up. Daily RSI looks good too. Looks like it's moving up. The target area, again, just to clarify before we end it up here, is going to be between $5. Whoa, that's different. Okay, there we go. $4.70, $4.60 to $6.50. That's where you're going. Probably by the end of this month, if not by the end of January. Bitfarms. Okay. Now compound. Except we've already talked about compound multiple times. Whew. Whew. Oh, it's so lame, guys. I swear, maybe some of you believe me, maybe some of you don't, but I'm not breathing like this because this bottle's punishing me. I'm breathing like this because my body's punishing me. And that might sound like a lame excuse. But I don't even feel, like I'm a little bit buzzed, but I don't even feel drunk, man. Like it's not even off of this, right? I can handle my liquor. I just can't handle indigestion and acid reflux. Oh, can't handle that. It's been a rough week of Thanksgiving and everything, man, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm going to get back to eating just steaks here pretty soon. Oh, you did it, FPV. Thank you. Chug, chug, chug. Chug, chug, chug. We're almost there, man. Pajamas. All I have to do is finish this glass. And then, wait, Crypto Chris, you're saying pajamas, baby. LFG. Let's look. Hold on. Chris, Crypto Chris, if you're just saying this and I'm getting excited for no reason, I'm going to be so sad. Oh. What? It's not that exciting. Come on. It's going to do well. You got me all excited, though, Crypto Chris. I trusted the name, too, because I'm Crypto Chris as well in certain circles. But from a high to a low, yeah, pajamas, look at what you did, actually. This actually is kind of exciting. You've been finding support off your 382. Normally a good thing. Whew. Found resistance on it. Broke above it, found support on it, and then you went up. Finding support on it now, probably go up. I bet we do, I bet we do see prices that are higher than this high here any given day now. It could be today, it could be next week. Definitely by the end of the month, we'll be above that high, and likely we'll be at new all-time highs, if not by the end of the month, by the end of January. I believe this move for pajamas is not going to stop until it's worth a 13x from here or more. And by that point, pajamas could really be my biggest bag, guys, at the end of this move. Pajamas are Jesus, if they do what I think they're going to do over the next month and a half. If not, that's okay. I hold other coins that aren't meme coins that I hold a lot more of them right now. But if these coins can grow as much as I think they can, they'll probably be my biggest positions if they were to see these all-time highs. If a meme coin is ever your biggest position, you should sell some and put it into your coins that haven't pumped yet. That's not financial advice. I just finished a whole bottle of champagne, right? Or almost have. It's not financial advice, but it should be. It should be. If you have a meme coin and it's one of your smallest positions and it pumps and overnight it turns into your largest position or one of your largest positions, you should sell some and reallocate, right? Long-term holds are advocated. I've only advocated that anytime you buy crypto, you guys, you hold for months, if not years, right? And really the whole cycle is what I really advocate for. But with meme coins, you should always be looking to rotate profits into other cryptos, namely cryptos that haven't pumped yet. I love Compound, but with the fact that it just broke out, I'm more likely to put my money in Bitcoin Cash, in LCX, in Mana, right? In any of those coins, Blue Zell, even XCN a little bit maybe, than I would Compound, right, with my gains. And that's how you do it, right? You don't want to chase the things that pump. You want to put your money in the things that haven't pumped as much or haven't pumped yet, because they all pump, man. They all do. It's just a matter of time. That's all. Let's see here. I'm not taking any more requests. I'm sorry. I'm definitely not taking any more requests because, well, maybe I will. There's not actually any more requests on the list, so until I finish this class, I guess I will be taking a request. Never mind. Suitcase, Sean Art. You want me to do some suitcase? We can do some suitcase. 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 I like my suitcase. Oh, I don't even know this. This must be a meme. I don't know anything about this. I was about to start singing a song, but it looks like a little kid that says I like my suitcase. Okay. I'm not, you guys, I'm not with it culturally, right? There's plenty of memes that I have no idea about and like the whole world knows, and I'm like, what? I don't get it. It just goes right over my head. My wife makes fun of me all the time for stuff like that because she's with it. She pays attention to all the pop culture media stuff that's going on in the day-to-day. I don't pay attention at all. She'll just like hit me with things, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, it took me, you guys, I was like a month ago, years old, the first time I ever heard standing on business. When my wife told me she was standing on business about something, and I'm like, what does that even mean? You sound stupid. Like, what, like, who came up with that? Standing on business. I'm standing on business. Now, it's the dumbest thing to me, but it's a saying. It's a saying, apparently. I don't know how that became a saying, but you're standing on business, standing on your, I don't know, but I'm talking at this point. I'm just saying, I just found out about the phrase standing on business last month. And apparently it's been a phrase since 2008. I had to research it. I didn't believe her that it was a phrase, standing on business. I had to look up the history of it, and it's a slang term. It's a phrase that came around, it's assumed in 2008, maybe earlier. Never heard that before. Fanta, standing on business is like you're putting your foot down. That's what standing on business means. It means you're putting your foot down. No. Cody's right. It's not standing on business. It's standing on business. Get rid of the G, Cody. It's standing on business. All right? It's standing on business. I'm standing on business. That's literally what it is. All right, suitcase. Pulled back to its 0.5. Not a lot of historical data. That's okay. Moved down a lot without volume. A lot of volume at the top, double top. I would stay away from it. I wouldn't put money into this. It's up 44% in this 4-hour period. Don't chase it. Don't chase it, guys. It's going to go down. It's going lower. It's got lower to go. Absolutely has lower to go. No, this kind of pump without any volume, it's just volatility. And I'm talking quieter because my daughter just cried a little bit, but I think she just went back to sleep. It's my night to check on her. It's my wife's night to get some sleep. Maybe it does move up higher. Maybe you do get a lower high, but it's going to be a lower high at best. It's going lower, at least down here to 0.0003 to 0.0002, somewhere in that range. Eric, we'll talk about math token right now. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Math token on Coinbase. Nope, not on CoinX. Come on. Crypto. Overall all-time high to low. Up to the golden ratio, back down to the 236. Tipping the golden ratio again 2 months ago. You're probably on your way up higher soon. Yeah, bouncing off the 382. Dude, you're on your way. Weekly RSI looks too bullish. Price action looks too bullish. You're on your way up toward $1.34 to $1.98. By the end of December, by the end of January, you're going to be up there. You're at 38 cents now. You're at 38 cents now. You'll be up at $1.31 to $1, or basically around $2 by the end of December, if not by the end of January. Probably by the end of January, but that's my thoughts. Best platforms to trade on. That's depends on your style of trading. I don't know. You know, a lot of people like Bybit for crypto. There's some other exchanges I can't seem to think of right now. I like Kraken too, but Kraken you need to have a certain amount of money to like actually do leverage trades on. Oh, sorry guys, it's hard. It's really hard. I could try to talk about Cat, Rebby Smith. I hope this answered your question, whoever requested Dennis. Or not Dennis. Eric, you requested math. It's moving up, man. Moving up to $1.30 to $2, somewhere in that range by the end of the month, by the end of the year. That's my thoughts. Yeah. It might consolidate today or tomorrow, maybe. It might not, though. It's going to move up soon. Any downside it has is negligible compared to the upside that it has. I could try and do the Cat one real quick. No problem, Eric. I got you, bro. Let's see. I'm going to copy this, maybe. Can I? There we go. Oh, I don't know. Crypto contract. I forget where do I input this? Look up. Blockchain Explorer. Is it an ETH token though? No. What is CAT? Is it a Solana token? I don't know. Or maybe you're just giving me that so I can look it up on Deck Screener. Not like input it. Let's see. CAT. Why did it do that? Come on. CAT. Ooh. Into TradingView. D-Train, yeah. Yep. You guys can tell, right? I used to party whenever I was, yeah. When I was younger, I used to party a lot, man. I never did hard drugs, man. That's something people have had a hard time believing my whole life for some reason, because I hang out with people who party hard and they do hard drugs, right? And I come from a town and a background where hard drugs are definitely a problem. But man, I'd party with the best of them, and I kept it simple. I just drank alcohol and smoked weed. That's all I would do. Mushrooms occasionally from time to time, your little LSD hits here and there. But that was a while ago. Ever since my daughter's been born, ever since my wife was pregnant, I haven't done any psychedelics because I want to be with it. That might sound weird, but oof, hold on. I gotta take a second. Hold on. Fuck, man. Oh, so much punishment. But I haven't done psychedelics because, and I love psychedelics. I think that they're eye-opening. I think they are helpful, especially if you do them in the right way. Whether it's mushrooms or acid. And D-Train, I don't think hard drugs are mushrooms and acid. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. You're more than welcome to consider them as hard drugs if you do, and that's fine if you do. But I haven't done them since my wife was pregnant, because when you do mushrooms or acid, when you're on a psychedelic trip, it's different for everybody. But for me, I'm not with it completely. I couldn't drive. I couldn't find my way out of a parking lot, out of a grocery store. You could tell me where the exit is, and I'd be stuck in there for hours, right? If my daughter needs me, if my wife needs me, right? Like, I don't think it would happen while I was tripping. I could time it the most perfectly and it wouldn't happen while I was tripping, but I never know. Watch it be like the moment that my wife is having a seizure or my daughter needs to go to the emergency room, like something crazy happens and it happens to be while I'm tripping. I can't put myself in that position. It's something I'm scared of, because if I need to be dad, if I need to be husband, if I need to step the fuck up, I have to be in the right frame of mind. And I can drink alcohol. I can consume cannabis and be in the right frame of mind. You know what I mean? But and shrooms and acid, I can be in the right frame of mind too, but I can't be in the right state of being to actually do things. So I've been very hesitant with psychedelics ever since I've become a father, ever since I became a husband, ever since my wife got pregnant. So it's kind of weird, and maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe other fathers can relate. I've heard stories like this actually being very similar, but it's like, I don't know. It's like a mental block. I can't. If I was to do something like that, the only time I did that in the past was when I knew I had no responsibilities. I had nothing scheduled. I could just be carefree. But now I'm a dad. I'm a husband. That doesn't exist. There's no such thing as carefree, no responsibilities on any day. So it's probably not something that I'll do for a while. At least not for a little while. But we'll see. Ave Zoe girl, probably not. Fanta. So Fanta, candy flipping. is God tier is what Fanta says. If anybody's ever gone to a rave or a concert, you know what candy flipping is? The first time that I ever did anything like that, I didn't candy flip, I Jedi flipped, which is similar, but I Jedi flipped, yeah. Gremlin, you're being responsible. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I try back in the game. Thank you. I try, man. You know, I really do try. Like everybody, and I'm going a little philosophical here. We're getting away from crypto, but a little bit of a peer into myself, into my psyche, who C-Zar is here. That's what alcohol does for you, right? A little peer into me. You know, kids, whenever they're 5 years old, they, Sam A, how do you feel about playing 0 DTE SPY options? What's DTE SPY options? But when I was a kid, what I was going to say, I don't know. I don't know 0 DTE SPY options. Is it DTE? Is this it? What, Sam A, what do you mean? I think I'm misunderstanding. Is it 0? Because DTE, is that like a term that I just don't know? Or is it DTE energy? Is this right? Sam, just let me know. What I was going to say, guys, is everybody, you know, whenever they're kids, they have different aspirations. Maybe when you're 5, you want to be a rock star. Maybe you want to be a singer. Maybe you want to be a famous writer, write books or stuff, you know, stuff like that. When I was 5, I just remembered all I wanted to be was I wanted to be a good person, right? And you can take that for what it is. I'm just some random face on YouTube, you know. But my whole life, since I could remember, since I have my earliest memories, that's all I've ever wanted to be. And I've let people down before. I've made mistakes. I'm not a perfect person. But whenever I do those things, I own it. I look them in the eyes and I tell them, like, this is not who I am. This is not what I want to be. I'll prove that to you. Just give me time. I'll prove it to you. Because who I am, genuinely, who I strive to be, I want to be a good person, man. I think everybody should strive to be a good person too. But I know that sounds a little bit corny, but I don't know. Some people wanted to be the president whenever they were 5. I just wanted to be a good person. And I still just want to be a good person. So everybody making me get all sentimental in here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. D-Train 2025 Phuket 2025 fuck it. C-Zar Bull Run Rat Party. What's up? What's up? Let's see here. Sam, same day expiration SPY options. Oh, okay. I'm not as familiar in the options world. That's why. Okay. So you want me to go over same day SPY options? You probably move higher. You probably do move higher. Yeah, the SPY probably moves higher, buddy. Oh yeah, I think so. Same day SPY options, what I would say for tomorrow. Now this is hard. Don't hold me to it. But if you bought some call options, maybe for, you know, like 608, maybe 609, I bet you get that tomorrow. You could reach for 610 tomorrow, honestly, or higher. But I don't want to. If it's same day, I don't want to give you too high of options, and then you're fucked. You know what I mean? So like, if you get like a 608 or even like if you call it at price 607, 66, you buy those options. You'll probably make some money by the end of the day. I bet. I would bet. Yeah. I hope that helps. I don't know, Sam, if that's your question. I'm not the most well versed in options. I know how to trade options and stuff, but I don't know everything. None of this is financial advice. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But anyways, oof. Oh. It's painful, man. It really is painful. I can't even describe. I can describe anyone who's had acid reflux in their life. You know exactly what I'm going through right now. Let's just leave it at that. Ugh. I'm such a complainer, man. Such a complainer. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Steven. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You're a good person too, man. Thank you for that comment. That's very kind. Oh. Ooh. Oh, 2025 Phuket. Let's see. Let's do champagne every TAD train. I like your style, but I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if I can afford that, but at this rate, with what Compound's doing today, I could probably afford that plenty. Prilosec. This one is a Montadon champagne. Montadon. This is my 100K cork, man. I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that for memories. Maybe. Hey guys, I tell my wife this, and no offense, right? I'm not trying to be offensive. I mean it when I say I want to be a good guy, right? But I'm gonna be candid here, okay? I was telling my wife earlier that being the most famous person in crypto is kind of like being the coolest kid at the lunch table full of kids of like who have Down syndrome, right? Like it's like that it's that joke from The Ringer. He's like saying you're the coolest kid. It's like being the coolest kid with Down syndrome or whatever movie that comes from. But if I ever am famous enough where in crypto at least where it matters, I will sell my 100K cork to the highest bidder. Okay, I'll save this, and I might not even sell it, man, because it's just so monumentous. It just means so much to me. I don't know if money would be worth it. But if I ever got fame, I'd be curious to see. I might do what Elon did, right? Elon with his like trophy NFT that he put up last cycle. He like put it on sale for a day and then he took it off the markets. He's like, never mind, I'm not going to sell this because people are offering like just like crazy amounts of money for it. Maybe I'll be like, how much is this worth? And then people bid on it, and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna. I don't care if you want to give me $100,000 for it. I'm not gonna sell it. Maybe it's worth nothing. Maybe I'm just overestimating myself. Maybe my level of fame won't matter, right? And that's what I mean. Crypto fame. A lot of people in crypto they think too highly of themselves, right? Like being famous in crypto, it really is like being the cool kid at the lame table in the lunchroom at high school, right? Like it's not that cool. You're not that impressive for being the famous person in crypto, but even then still, I don't know, maybe. C-Zar cork coin to the moon. That'd be hilarious, man. Hey, bro, maybe. I wonder if there is. I think I've looked it up before. There's not any C-Zar coins, is there? Oh, maybe. Oh, crypto C-Zar. Oh, is that new? 14 days. Oh, yeah, that is new. I looked this up like a little while ago. C-Zar cat. I think this is one that I have seen before. No, because I looked it up more than 19 days ago. No, maybe I did look it up like 2 days ago, actually. Not 2 days ago. Sorry, 2 weeks ago. Yep. C-Zar, Brian Armstrong. I don't know. Crypto C-Zar. Yep. Well, these coins suck, apparently. They've been doing really bad. They've been doing pretty bad. Market cap, volume, moving down. Doesn't look too good. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue to talk. So SPY, yes, moving up a little bit. I think I covered that enough. Can we talk about cork NFTs? Would be cool, actually. Woohoo. That actually would be cool, especially to like wine connoisseurs. If you had like very special vintage corks, like special wine vintage bottles that are like renowned, and you NFT'd the corks, that actually would be a good idea. Because wine connoisseurs, they're those kind of people where they would spend money on shit like that, man. Maybe. Crypto and wine connoisseurs, I don't know. Am I a big cork guy or what? I'm kind of corny. I'm not a big cork guy. This is the only, actually, this cork and the cork from my wedding night are the only corks that I have. Other than that, no, there's no corks. No cork. I'm not a big cork. I'm a two cork guy. Two cork kind of guy. Hey, C-Zar, how are you? Can we talk about latest news and position on XRP? My opinion. Okay. First off, I'm great. I just have some indigestion. Huh. Second off, how are you, Sudhir? And thirdly, XRP is probably going to consolidate. That's a hell of a candle. That's an inverse. That's like an inverted cross of a candle. They call that a gravestone doji. What that looks like right now. Whew. From a high to a low, you moved all the way up just under your 1272. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. You should have hit your 1272, but you didn't. That's okay. High to low of the overall consolidation range, you pulled back to your 886. You moved up higher than I would have expected you would. I'm not going to lie. You moved up higher than I would have expected you to do. But now it's probably time to consolidate. I think it is. I really do think it is time to consolidate. So you probably move back down. You're at 230. You probably move back down to about $1.61. $1.61 is your 786. Okay, very good area to find support. Also, previous monthly closing high, last cycle for your all-time high, or your last cycle high right there. You probably pull back to that, find support, and then move higher. So until then, down. After that, up. That's my best guess with XRP. Ort, T13. I'm so sorry, buddy. I've seen it. We've been trying. Oh, I'm going to do it, though. Ort, KuCoin, MEXC. No. Gate.io. High to low. Above the 382 on a daily basis, pretty overbought on your daily basis. You probably consolidate around here. And it makes sense that you consolidate around here, right? Because that's what you did last time. You actually consolidated in this exact area. You found support here. You even consolidated down here before you moved up. And then you consolidated right above here before you moved up, right? So I bet you consolidate in this range between about 20 cents to 30 cents. And when you're ready, when you get above 30 cents, that's how you know you're on to 42 cents to 51 cents, somewhere in that area or higher. Yes. Consolidate. Probably consolidate for at least another day or two, if not more. It could be a week or two even, but probably like another day or two. No. I'd say like a week. Consolidate for a week, and then you move up. 42 to 51 cents is the goal, if not higher. 66 cents to 88 cents could be the ultimate target by the end of this month, by the end of the year. We'll see, though. We'll see. Oh, if you're not there by the end of the year, you could be there by the end of the month, by the end of January. Whew. Can I just say I finished the champagne? It's been like so, it's crazy too, guys, because it's been so long. Like I should be able to finish this, but I haven't. I don't have enough food in me. I didn't eat a lot today because of all the food poisoning. Poochie Green, ever thought about trying carnivore diet? I've been doing it for over a year and I never get sick and stay shredded. Stay shredded. Hell yeah. Poochie Green, yeah. So here's the deal. I was actually very committed to the carnivore diet before this past week. I was very, very committed to it. I was only eating steak. If I varied from it, I actually did steak and eggs. That was it. Eggs aren't carnivore. I get it. They're not, they're not vegan either. They're kind of vegetarian. I don't know, but I did steak and eggs at the most if I ever deviated from that. I just ate steak every single day for a while, and I felt great, bro. Felt great. But then once Thanksgiving week happened, we had company over. We had a bunch of people stay over, and my wife wanted to make food before Thanksgiving to make sure that we had all the recipes right and everything. So for the week before Thanksgiving and the week of Thanksgiving, I've basically been eating like shit, dude, nonstop been eating like shit. And up until like 3 days ago. And then last night or yesterday, not last night, 2 nights ago, I got food poisoning from coconut water. I literally, if you watch my videos from like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago maybe, I was drinking a coconut water, and that coconut water gave me food poisoning. There was something wrong with it, man. There was something wrong with the Costco coconut water, and it wrecked me. It wrecked me real hard, you guys, and I'm recovering from it. But yes, Poochie Green, actually a very good friend of mine, almost even a mentor, I would say, in certain regards, as far as like certain like ways of thought go, is a very prominent carnivore. He's not carnivore anymore, but he did carnivore diet for a long time. Shout out to Leaf if you're still in here, bud. But he did carnivore for a long time. I want to do carnivore. I think I want to keep an all carnivore diet for like at least a month, if not as long as I can go. I want to do it. And you're good with eggs. Yeah, I'll do it with eggs. Also, I use butter. Some people, when they do carnivore diets, they do just meat. They don't do anything else. They do just meat, right? And that's how I want to do it. I want to keep it as strictly to meat and butter as possible. A lot of red meat, but it'll start after today probably, where I'll just get back to that, because also with all the Thanksgiving stuff, I've been trying to eat. I don't like to waste food. I'm a conscious being, right? I'm a healthy person, but I'm also a conscious being. I don't want to waste food. This earth, this beautiful planet that we live on, gave us these resources to sustain ourselves, to build ourselves. I don't want to waste the gift that is life, that has been sacrificed to sustain me. I don't want to waste food. So I've been eating a lot of the Thanksgiving food, which isn't the best food to be. I mean, it's good food. It tastes great, but it's not the best food to not feel like shit, to not feel indigestion. So coming to the end of it now, I went and gave away a lot of food to homeless people today because it's been a week, so I don't want everything to go bad. And while before it goes bad, I figured I'd give it away to homeless people. And I don't have any of my Thanksgiving leftovers left. I'm going to start eating really good tomorrow. Enough about me. But yes, I do. To answer Poochie Green's question, yes, I've considered it, and I will be adhering to it very soon. But in the meantime, you know what I'm going to do, guys? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one more request. ASMR, Sleepy Cat. Food poisoning usually happens with veggies, fruits, so coconuts make sense. Yeah, a living proof, bro. I had a Costco coconut water. I promise you guys, I had food earlier in the day, like early in the late morning, early. It wasn't even afternoon. It was late morning. Wasn't sick all day. Started making videos. I'm drinking my coconut water, and let's just say I woke up in the middle of the night with a not pleasant experience. We'll just leave it at that, okay? ALCX, LTCN. Those are the two, okay? Because you spammed the comments, we'll do those two. Epsilon. What's up, bro? We are literally the same person. Hell yeah, bro. Epsilon. You know what I love about this statement? I'm not poking fun at you. I'm not trying to diminish anything of what you said. But you saying we are the same person, isn't it funny? Like, two strangers can connect so much, and I'm sure a lot of you, the 116 people in here watching this stream, I'm sure a lot of you we can resonate with each other on certain things. We're all different. We all have different perspectives and different beliefs whenever it comes down to our core values, but we're similar in certain degrees. And Epsilon, you're saying we are literally the same person. I'm taking this moment to say, a lot of people think they're so special, and we're all special to some degree, but we're also all so very similar to each other. Like, the people that some people hate or that they just despise, they probably have more in common with that person than they do less in common with that person. Like, we're all, at the end of the day, we are all very, very similar. We really are. And we're human beings. Of course we're going to be similar, right? We're all hardwired the same way. But it's just, whenever I see that Epsilon, anytime I hear someone say we think the same, or we're a lot alike, or you say that we are literally the same person, it makes me feel good, right? I feel like I'm not alone to a certain degree. But at the same time, it's a constant reminder that you're not that special. And that should be a good thing. If anybody hears that and you hear you're not that special, you hear that as a negative thing, that shouldn't be a negative thing, right? It really should. It's a lot of pressure to be super special, right? And most people, like Elon Musk, that's a special human. You know what I mean? That guy probably works more than any other person alive, and like, that's a special human, right? I wouldn't want his life. I don't want to work that much. I want to make money, drinking champagne, having a hard time talking because I'm going through acid reflux, and making money in my sleep with crypto. That's what I want to do, right? All I'm trying to say, I'm getting distracted here. It's the alcohol. It's a nice reminder to remember that you're not that special, because it's humble, man. Everybody, you lose sight of reality. You lose sight of certain perspectives of life when you think that your perspective or your experience is so special. It really isn't. Your experience is probably so relatable, so comparable to so many people around you, and people hear that and they think it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. We're all in this together. We're all in this together, and being relatable to other people is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It really is a good thing. But anyways, Epsilon, thank you for that. Oh, whew. It hurts. It hurts like right here and right here. I feel minty. It feels minty in my throat. Okay, we're looking at ORT. I'm sorry. We're going to look at Bitcoin here. Pull it up if we're talking about anything. We're going to talk about ALCX and then LTCN, and we're going to finish it up. Alchemix. 25.58 right now. Beautiful. Double bottom. Beautiful. It looks like an Eve and an Eve. Perhaps it's an Adam and Eve. Perhaps it is. Either way, very classic, very beautiful double bottoming pattern. From a high to a low, you are at, that's not right. There you go. You're at your golden ratio. You're at right above 0.5. I bet you continue to grow. You're at $25.58. I bet you continue to grow to like $28, $31, something like that. A little bit higher. You've got a little bit left to go, and being how overbought you are on the RSI and a little bit of bearish divergence in there, I bet you do probably stop closer to $28 than you do to $31, but anything between $28 to $31 goes. Maybe you wick all the way up to 31 bucks and then you close the day at 28 bucks. I don't know, but you're at 25.58 now, so a little bit higher, and then you probably consolidate. Yes, you probably do. And then you move up higher going into the end of the month and into the end of January. I bet you'll be at 42 bucks to 36 bucks either by the end of the month or more likely sometime in January is what I would expect here, right? Something like that. You probably move up here rather immediately, consolidate for a good bit of the month. End of the month, you start moving up, and then into January, you move up like that. That's my thoughts. So that's Alchemix. Let's talk about LTCN. And then after this, I'm going to pound this thing here with all of you guys. We'll do a great big cheers. Congratulations to 6K Bitcoin. And then I'll do all the heartburn stuff off camera. Probably not even, man, because I think it's talking that makes it worse. It really is. High to low. LTCN. Come on now. Breaking above the 382. Weekly RSI is getting above the 50, getting above the 60 even, looking beautiful. I think you're going to have a very bullish finish this week. I don't think you stop until 27.66 to 31.43. I bet. Oof, I bet by the 15th, if not earlier, of this month, you'll be at 27.66 to 31.43. That's my thoughts. You're on a moon mission right now. By the end of the month, by the end of December, up here, going into January, higher. That's my thoughts. Here is $37 to $44, okay? So, let me say that again. By the end of, or by the 15th of this month, $27 to $31. By the end of the month, $37 to $44. By the end of January, I would say anywhere from $44 to $88. Probably not quite $88, but likely above $44 by the end of January. That's what I got on that. Okay. Okay. Now it's time for the real punishment. By the end of this month, are we thinking 120K Bitcoin? Extravagant taste. By the end of the month, we're thinking 130 to 140K is actually what we're thinking. 130 to 140K. I'm thinking extravagant taste by the 15th of December will be at 120K or higher. That's what I think. And if you want more reasons for that, extravagant taste, because I am going to end the stream soon, watch the beginning of the stream where I talk about Bitcoin. It'll explain it. Watch last night's Bitcoin video. It'll explain it. Watch my December analysis video, which I'll post. I'll post that in the description. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. YouTube. Ugh. It's so painful, man. The things I do. I won't be complaining like this, guys, or have acid reflux like ever again, because I won't let myself do this to my body. But it's kind of unavoidable at this point. This clown's still around. What? I remember this guy. So let me give you the reasons. I don't know. I remember that guy. That guy should be an actor. Like, honestly, he's like, I think he'd be a great actor. Anyways, I'm looking at my own channel. That's what I'm trying to do, right? View your channel. Videos. Let's see. There's a few days ago. Bitcoin December analysis. That's the one. That's the one. Share. Copy. I'm going to post that in the description. I think that's a great video to show you what I think by the end of the month. I'm just going to write BTC video. It might not be there if you look at the description now, but if you close out and then you refresh it, it'll be there. Kiss the lucky egg, Epsilon. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'll try though. Next champagne for BCH breakout, please. Muhammad Arafa. Dude, probably. Let's look at BCH real quick. Not doing much, but that's okay. It's just slowly creeping and crawling. BCH is an inherently volatile asset. When it wants to move up, it will. I'm not worried about it at all, guys. We are very much firmly placed in the right position to be at prices that are like 1,300 to 1,700 or higher by the end of December, by the end of January. All right, guys. There's 114 of you in here. Before, like the past couple weeks, that used to be a record. Now we had 300 people in here earlier, so this is like a third of what our max potential is. You guys are the real ones. I appreciate all of you very much for being in here. C-Zar movie night, cool runnings. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Break capsules, powder over breakfast cereal, then feel better. I like that. X-Dead, hell yeah, brother. That's a good age. That might be the best age. I will definitely feel better. I'm not big on medication. Maybe that's my issue. I don't like to take medication. Anyways, guys, let's raise our glasses. Let's put it on Bitcoin. The whole reason we're here in the first place is that Bitcoin broke 100K, right? A monumentous occasion. We're getting into our overbought zone. We're just bouncing off of this lower trend line. Not even off the lower trend line, but off of the lower areas of this channel. We'll move the whole thing down. Something like that, right? We're at the lower ends. We're going to the upper ends. We just broke 100K. It does not stop here. In fact, I probably look drunk too, because I'm like going like this, like but it's the acid reflux, man. This move right now, I would compare exactly what we're doing right now to like this part of this move, right? We've got more to go. We're just getting started. I don't know how well your eyes are. I don't know how familiar you are with technical analysis, with Japanese candlestick charts, but look at it like this, right? Slowly moving up, right? And then boom, eruptive, then slowly moving up, and then boom, eruptive, right? You can see the phases. This was an eruptive phase here. This was a consolidatory phase here, consolidation phase here. Maybe not consolidatory. I don't know if consolidatory is the right word. Consolidation phase. We're just starting our next expansive phase. And I don't think it stops till 120 to 130K. We will likely be there. We'll likely be there by the end of the month. No, sorry. We'll be at 120 to 130K within the next week and a half. That's my thoughts. That's my thesis. Bitcoin. Here's the 6 figures. Here's to 100K. 7 figures better be shaking in its little tiny boots. We're coming for you, 1 million. It might take a cycle, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there, right? For a long time, for a very long time, we've had our eyes set on 100K. Now we have our eyes set for much higher targets, right? 1 million is the next mile marker, okay? That's where we're at in the crypto space. So to that, here's to all of us. Thank you all. Thank you, Gremlin. I need to stop drinking, brother. It does not help at all. I agree, and that's this whole video is living proof. Yeah, living proof. Not the best thing, but I didn't care, man. I had to. I didn't. It was an agreement. I had to. We broke 100K. I had to do the champagne session, so here we are. Then 1 billion after, you know it. See you in Bangkok, Epsilon. I can't wait, bro. That'd be awesome. That'd be amazing. I honestly, I would be down to go to Bangkok after this bull cycle. I would genuinely be down. Epsilon, if I go to Bangkok and I genuinely am considering it, I will see you there. I will see you there. Here's to more likes. Here's to more likes, Stacks Picture. And with that, we hit the like button, right? And then we drink. All right. Salud. What do I say? Salud a mi familia. I don't know. Yeah, here's the higher prices, guys. Here's to the good times just beginning. Let them roll. Let's go. And with that, I leave you. Thank you all for coming. Hit the like button on your way out. Unless you already hit it. If you already hit it, don't hit it again. It's just going to unlike the video. Unless you don't, unless you want to take it back. That's up to you. That's your right. So, all right. Bye-bye, guys. I'm going to deal with